trust myself. I don't even need no help. Did it by myself, I don't need no help. Tryna stack money like books on the shelf.
Hundreds in the bag, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hustling in the summer on the sand. Way she's working for it, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hustling in the summer on the sand.
Did it by myself like a selfie. Nobody try to help me. Came to the club with an island girl. I'ma take it to the crib and let me buy you pearls.
Did it by myself, no one helped me, yeah. Now these bitches wanna selfie. I like big gold chains, I like big gold rings. Let me take it to the crib and let me buy you things.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time will tell.
She likes to ride in the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Did it by myself like a selfie, yeah. Nobody try to help me, yeah.
She likes the ice and I ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell. Big dog status, two-tone paddock. Stacks in the crib, I got a two-floor attic.
Got a two-floor attic, got your girl in the attic. But I'ma bring her right back, dude, don't panic, I'm savage. And nigga, if it's beef, we can manage.
I know a couple guys that walk around with automatics. I got big dog status, I ain't playing, I ain't average. I'ma leave you here in static, I'ma leave you here in static.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time will tell.
She likes the ice and I ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Fell in love with an island girl. Yeah. I told her only time will tell.
She likes the ride and the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Take note.
Tino, babe.
Yo, Tino, he'll get his dome pop. Satin blue on his whip, but he ain't no cop. Don't stop, spray up his motor till it smokes up. Cause what I bought for insurance, I have it wrote off, you joker. Suck on your mum and take note, cause the foreign ring up in his grill. That grandma stove top, don't flop. Fuck up the game, like this was Roblox. Oh gunner, running this field, I'm for your walk up. Drum roll, load up a cannon and give her more shots. I put your face on a beam, now you're Zordon. Treat you like an old sketchbook, you'll get drawn on. I lead your girl from the back, I'm that raw blood. Wait, who the fuck feels they could do me something? I'll roll up in your ends with a toolie busting. 32 ugly as shit, like Miss Rooney's husband. Somebody cut me a deal, I'm just too disgusting. Niggas think they next in line, but they ain't doing nothing. Mask on, metal in hand, Freddy Krueger's coming. Tools all up in your home, I'm here to fix the plumbing. House blown, toaster run, leak gas from your oven. Dior on your girlfriend's face, and she best get to sucking. Head game resemble my dad, cause it was good for nothing. Yeah, I'm still vegan, but I'm down for beef. Niggas think they slick with a dialect, but talk is cheap. Watch your mouth, little nigga, because I roll with heat. Top said there's no returns, and I see no receipt. I put your boy in the back like he was groceries. Riding round with the burner boy in case I find an eke extendo. Licking off shots until it overheats. No mask, did it barefaced, just so they know it's me. Eyes closed, chest wide open, heart surgery. Usher said just let it burn, let's make it third degree. Niggas think everything's jokes until you shoot his queen. Shot was funny as shit, it barely missed the bean. Wax on, then wax off to leave the burner clean. Then open up the Uber app to flee the murder scene. Waving a stick will make them levitate. I raise a toast in the air, let's celebrate. See a couple holding a blade like it's wedding day. And you can leave with a slash, just like wedding cake. Bitches on snap in the snacks. Oh no you ain't, know your place. Worked up flawless, you look like bellyache. Beat my dick all off in the face and let it detonate. All facts, just ask your mum, she'll demonstrate. Damn right babes, I'm a jerk, just let it marinate. I gave it a beat like I was Penfold. I'm some retarded head, my tongue's mental. Babes, if you die then you die, cause you was meant to. Nigga, all I do is draw, I'm a pencil. Run up on you niggas like the rents do. Dude, screwed, if I see food, you're on the menu. Your homies have to find the Dragon Balls to resurrect you. Fuck it, you niggas can all hate. I'm better than all of you niggas I don't rate. If your girl's fit, 4+4, she'll get 8. I'm a chiropractor back, just setting them all straight. Scorps, take note.
Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where we answer sporting questions from the lovely citizens in the city of Sarcasm. So get your questions in, people. Of course, we had Premier League games today, the biggest game being at Old Trafford, the early kickoff, Casemiro's last game at Old Trafford, as Manchester United beat Nottingham Forest 3-2. What's the words I'm looking for? Controversial handball with Bayern Bremo, people, but it was a very, very entertaining game, by the way. There was 5 goals in the game, and there should have been more. If there was double that amount, if there was 10 goals in the game overall, I don't think anybody would have been surprised or anybody would have been shocked. So, yeah. And then in regards to the other games as well, the race for Europe, so you had the likes of Brighton, who they ended up losing to Leeds. But down the bottom end of the table, people, down the bottom, obviously Everton, they lost to Sunderland as well after going a goal up. They lost to Sunderland 3-1. But down the bottom end of the table, a big result for Spurs as West Ham lost at Newcastle. And now if Spurs, I believe if they get a point at Stamford Bridge on Tuesday, then because of the goal difference, they're pretty much safe. So, hey, man, Spurs going to go to the bridge and go get a dub like everybody else has been doing. But like I said, big up, well, like I always state, big up everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV. I appreciate each and every one of you lot. Big up to everyone who's joined over from the raid, from Saeed's channel as well. Big up Double A, big up Ash. And again, get your questions in, people. Get your questions in. And if you're a member of the channel, your question takes priority like a super chat. Links in the pinned comment for the membership, and that's a membership at any level. So whether that's Sarcasm Citizen, Sarcasm City Soldier, or Sarcasm City General as well. So you don't have to be on United Forest. You don't have to be on the Newcastle West Ham game or the Spurs Chelsea game. Maybe it's Arsenal who take on Burnley. Maybe it's City who are in action against Bournemouth midweek, people. But make sure you hit the like button on the video first and foremost. Make sure you do that. Pay the tax when you enter the city of Sarcasm. So hit the like button on the video, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this back after. Follow and share across all the socials. Yes, it's flawless. At Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at Yes It's Flawless on Twitter and Instagram, people. Retweet, like on Twitter, share on Instagram, follow on all the socials, and just as important, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well. Make sure you do both of those things. Let me go to the comment section real quick. Big up to my guy Blank every single time. I appreciate you. Big up S Madison. Been a minute. Good to see you, says Saeed TV Raid. Big up Florida. Smash the likes, people. Big up to Barrio as well. I can finally see an absolute legend in Casemiro without that stinky, disgraceful badge in him. Right, that's no way to talk about Real Madrid. But I hear it, man. This is why no one likes me. What did I say? I want Spurs to beat Chelsea. Hey, man, fuck Chelsea. How about that? Vikran's also in the building as well. What are you telling me, Vikran? You good?
Oh, man, I'm just doing fantastic. You know, another day, another win, and you still got Muppets that want to chat shit about my manager. But
talk about it.
It is what it is. Like,
talk about it. Talk about my
11 wins in 16. 11 wins in 16. Back-to-back wins 3 times. We've gone the whole season without losing back-to-back games, and people still just want to moan and complain and chat absolute rubbish about performance. This about style of play, this. But then in the same breath, we need 8 starters, people. And I actually agree with that. We need 8 starters, but 11 wins in 16 is cause for concern, and the people we've got in charge are absolute frauds, and we're not going anywhere anytime soon. So according to all of these people, we should just pack up and go home because there's nothing in the future for us. But hey, it gets like that. And in terms of the Mbuemo handball, people, yes, it was a handball. We've clarified that. But refs, innit? People will blame VAR, but VAR is not the reason it got ruled out. It's the fact that these refs are incapable of making simple decisions. And we've been seeing this all season. Like, they're just incapable of making the correct decisions, even when they're under pressure, even when they've got all the technology in front of them. But people will still blame the technology. It's like them girls, yeah, that you break up with, and they tell you they have all these stories to tell everyone else about how bad you were, but they don't mention a single bad thing about them. You know, they'll be telling you about how bad you were the whole time you were with them. And then when the friends ask, they'll be like, you're talking that this guy's Satan or something. Like, this guy had nothing good about him. And then you'll hear the other side of the story, and then you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? That's what it feels like. Man, them have like three. Man, them have all of the available options for them to make the right decisions. They still can't do it. And big up Page, hold tight the 3-point collectors. Big up McGinney Yester, dunking on the Scousers. That was also.
Hey, big up McGinney Yester, man. Every single time, shout this username is crazy. And people don't go to this. Don't make single mums, but big up to I make single mums the username, but don't be out there big. Look after your kids, people. If the ball touches an attacking player's hand, arm in the build-up play towards the goal doesn't stand. That's the official rule. And Bremo handball or no flawless. Yes, it was handball.
Stonewall.
It's handball.
Yes. Stonewall.
Forget the in regards to the rules, because the officials pick and choose when they want to abide by the rules to a letter and to a T, and when they don't. So I think the ruling, they showed it on Sky, and they said the ruling was, as long as you don't use your arm to make your body bigger and your arms not in an unnatural place, and you don't deliberately try and handle the football, it's not handball. But that's pretty much 99 out of 100 handballs are like that. What are we doing out here? Very rare is it deliberate. Very rare is it in your arms in an unnatural place. Very rare do you purposely do it to make your body big. It's handball. What are we doing?
Yeah,
it's Stonewall. It's Stonewall. It's
not even debatable, but this is what the PGMOL, PGMOL have been, and this is what they've been doing the whole season. They just like you said, they're just making up rules on the spot. Even when he explained it, I couldn't actually understand what I was hearing. Man said, it wasn't intentional. That was a good. No, in his head though, it sounded. In his head though, that sounded nice. He was like, oh yeah, it's not intentional. That's why I'm giving it. What? That doesn't make it sound better. That makes it sound worse. Yeah. That even confirms the fact that you think it actually was handball, but you decided not to give it because of some accidental thing. Bro, most of the handballs that are given in general in football are not always on purpose, but they still get given. I don't know when. Because something's accidental, that just means it's not a foul. Some fouls are accidental. That doesn't mean that they're just not fouls. Put it this way: if someone goes down in the box and they've accidentally been tripped up, it's still a foul. You're still getting a pen.
We see attackers purposely cut across defenders for that. Defenders are not if Vikram's the attacker and I'm the defender and he gets the wrong side of me, goal side, and he cuts across me, and our ankles and feet tangle and he goes down. I've not done that purposely. He's cut across me, but it's still a foul. What are we doing out here? It's still a foul. We watch that literally every single Premier League game. You watch attackers cut across defenders. We watch it on purpose. They do this. Not necessarily even to score a goal. People do it in midfield all the time. Time. João Pedro did it in the FA Cup final for the Kusanov one. He sees him on the way and he goes, all right, let me touch this. Let me touch the ball let me get taken out. Cucurella did it on when who got booked? Someone got booked. It might have been the one Kusanov got booked for. He's like, all right, let me just get the foot to this and then I'm just going to wait for this challenge type of thing. What are we... Yeah, I'm reading here. So this is the handball rule. So this is the Premier League website. So it says, so in this section, the handball rule is explained, including accidental handball before a goal is scored. So definition of the hand, for the purposes of determining handball offense, the upper boundary of the arm is in line with the bottom of the armpit. So accidental handball before a goal is scored is an offense if a player scores in the opponent's goal directly from their hand/arm, even if accidental, including by the goalkeeper, immediately after the ball has touched their hand/arm, even if accidental. But then it says mitigating factors. Goal not immediate, goal scored by a teammate, ball not entering the goal, however, action of a defender results in an own goal. Hey, if someone can make out what that means, please tell me.
You know what that sounds like is extenuating circumstances. That's all I took from that. That's basically what they're saying. Mitigating extenuating circumstances. They're just trying to dance around. They are doing more dancing than Brazilians when they do samba. And they're just dancing around the rules and trying to just make it sound better than it actually looked. But hey, that's the PGML for you. And yeah, Buemo does have blood on his hands because even before that, brother should have had about two Should have had a hat trick in
he
that
should
game,
score.
to be honest.
When was this a thing? Like, so it says here, directly from their hand/arm, even if accidental, surely that clears it dead then. If that happens and Embremo score, here's where it don't make no sense. Because if Embremo that happens, he turns and shoots and scores, the goal gets ruled out.
Yeah, it's ruled out.
But because it broke to Cunha and Cunha scores, it's okay. So it's handball in one instance, but it's not handball in the other. Make that make sense, people. It's handball, man. Common sense got to prevail. And you know what? The officials at VAR bottled it and the referee bottled it, but people need to kill this dead. And I see that absolute joke, man. Don Hassam tried it. United robbed Forest. Did we make the decision? How did we rob Forest?
Forest, forget all of that. These lot had one shot on target in the entire second half. And man are talking about robberies. What did you do in the second half to warrant? What did you do in the second half, despite the robbery, quote unquote? Bro, you saw the Saeed clip that he played of the chances that we missed in the game. I didn't see no Forest chances.
Yeah, you're right.
If you want to say robbery, at least offer more going forward in the game. So then you can go, okay, if that decision went for us, then it's a different game. These man didn't threaten the goal apart from that Gibbs White weldy for 45 whole minutes plus added time, and they're talking about robbery. Yeah. Like, bro, our keeper wasn't making bare saves. Their keeper was. Sells, he should have got the man of the match today. Not even Bruno. He should have had it. Because his keeper, he was making saves. I remember the saves he was making. I don't remember Lamens making any saves apart from the Gibbs White one, which was offside anyway. Okay. And then now a Chelsea fan wants to tell me about favorable decisions. Are you being serious? A Chelsea fan of all people wants to tell me about favorable decisions. We can look at all of your Champions League runs, bro. Like, come on, what are we doing here? But I didn't go, Chelsea robbed that team. Bro, you were just you still had the better chances and you still took them. Like, man, why don't they scream about robberies, right, when it's not their team and it doesn't benefit them? Because I guarantee if that happens to Sam, he's not out here screaming, Liverpool robbed Forest. In fact, yeah, Liverpool did rob Forest, because I remember the game that they played them away from home. And that VAR decision never should have stood, but we didn't hear no complaining from this brother because it's his own team. It'd be like that.
I don't even think the Premier League is corrupt. I just think they're just awful because we watched it.
Yeah, they're just
we watched it happen with Embremo. We watched them go to the VAR room. Then we seen Gary Neville knows. He was saying what the officials in the VAR room were saying to the referee on the pitch. And then they've sent him to the monitor. They've bottled it and said, hey, you go and deal with this. He's gone to the monitor and he's bottled it. If that's at the City ground, it gets chopped off. But like I said, it's not Manchester United's fault. It's the referees. You lot have issues with someone, you know where you lot need to go? To the PGMLO. That's where you need to go. Direct your anger at the English Football Association. That's all it is.
No, Barry, I do hate your guts, bro, because I'm not about to hear about referee decisions from a Chelsea fan. I'm just not about to hear it from a Liverpool fan either. Like Hassam, bro, I'm sorry, man. The audacity of a Liverpool fan to talk to me about refereeing decisions. Are we being serious? We're not even going to go there. We're going to be here all day if we start going into every Big Six team's referee decisions they got favorable this season alone. We'll be here all day. Let's not even get into that. We need to talk about the other games like Everton, Sunderland. I know that game.
Hold on, before we get into that, let me just get to this. Big up to Ibrahim as well. Says Embremo has blood on his hand. Bruno should have had 5 assists. Yeah, Bruno should have already broke the record. Yes, Embremo misses was terrible. The one he missed from Ahmad, the through ball from Bruno, the one he put over the bar, and then there's the one where he went around the goalkeeper, and there might have been another one as well. So he should have had that.
There was definitely.
I said this at least a hat trick. At least a hat trick.
I think that record's cursed, bro. I'll be real. I've seen it with my own eyes now.
You know what he breaks it? You reckon he matches it?
Bro, you see the way that them players are missing chances? He's not breaking it at Brighton. They're gonna miss chances again. I'm convinced that someone's done something to that record, bro. Like, it doesn't make sense how the amount of chances we had. Bro, I can't believe not a single one, went in. Not a single one. There was a whole minute compilation of just chances. Not a single one.
Let me ask you a question, Victor. When's the last time from a Manchester United game we've had a minute of quality chances we've missed?
And it happens to be the game that he's meant to break the record. That's when it happens. Like that's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying in regards to us creating chances. Bear in mind, don't forget our last game where our first shot on target was 90th plus minute.
Yeah, not injury
I don't
time.
forget that.
Much.
I don't forget
Yeah,
that. So as much as I was annoyed, and I'm still annoyed about the chances we missed, I still like the fact that we created so much. And that's the way it should be, 20 plus shots. We should be peppering teams when they come to Old Trafford. That should be the norm, not maybe to that level because we created so many good chances, but actually laying siege to the opponent's goal. That's what it should be. Big up Jez in the cut as well.
That's also why I maintain I was going to say the fact, but it's not even a fact. It's just an ideology that United should never, ever, under any circumstance, hire a back three manager ever again. I'm sorry. I don't care about their credentials. I don't care about what they've done in football. But you see that Old Trafford performance I saw today, that was Man United. Not line of 5 against Everton at home against 10 men. Never again. And I saw it again today. I saw it in the West Ham Newcastle game. Man are getting packed 2-0 in the first 20 minutes by Newcastle. This guy's still playing 5 at the back. Never again, people. No more back 3 managers. I can't do it. And yeah, I think Anderson was good today, to be fair. I think he was.
He was.
But he's just a good footballer, isn't it? He's a good footballer.
He played well. He played well. What are you saying, Jez? You good first and foremost? I don't know if he's there.
Yo.
You blessed, yeah?
Yeah, no. Listen.
All blessed, family. All blessed.
Talk about we're going to talk about this.
Yeah, let me get to this just quickly. And again, you lot continue to get your questions in. Of course, if you're a member of the channel, your question takes priority like a super chat. Let's run up these likes, though, because we're only at 24 likes. So we need 50, because there's over 80 of you lot in the building. So we're looking for 26 more likes. And we're looking for, subscriber-wise, 4 more subscribers, people. So we need to run it up. What we doing, people? We need to run up the subscribers. That's 26 more likes and 4 more subscribers. Get us to 16,615. Then Avenue says, hey, yo, Flawless, do you prefer Wharton or Elliot or Edison? With Wharton or Elliot, Elliot Anderson, it's not either or with them because they offer something different. I'd prefer Wharton just solely because of his profile. But yeah, if we was to go and get Elliot Anderson, I go, all right, cool. Again, price point I say all the time, but let's say it was Elliot Anderson and somebody like a Wharton in terms of profile, cool. But both of these two is prices.
It's fine.
I don't think any of them are 90, 100 million pound players. Edison Alvarez, I've not watched him to even give comment on
Edison.
Like
if Edison's the third midfielder, I go okay. If he's like number 1 or number 2, I'm like, I don't think he's good enough to be our first or second choice, to be honest, from what I've seen. Like, I don't think he's at that level. But if he's like the 3rd or 4th midfielder and back up to the main starters, then calm in it. But we shouldn't be looking for backup. We should be looking for starters straight away. Like, for example, Wharton or Elliot, they start in our midfield right now. As it is right now, they come in and they make a difference straight away. And big up Dunsey in the chat. But yeah, I think profile-wise, they're both good for different reasons. Like, Wharton would really help us in build-up. Like, you see, like, Lissandro pinging the ball to Wharton and starting attacks. In build-up, we'd improve. Like, on the ball, we'd improve. But Anderson would be better for games that are like, well, let me just say it. AFCON United. Newcastle, Sunderland, Everton, Brighton, Bournemouth. Them games, Anderson, it was like mad physical games. You need more robust midfielders and technically good midfielders as well. That's where Anderson comes in games like that. So like they've got 2 different skill sets, but they both add something to this team in a different way.
Yeah, not in an ideal world, but this way, if we was to go and get both of them, I go, all right, cool.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
Cool. If we were to go get both Anderson and Wharton, I go, yeah, I'm cool with that type of thing. But he did perform well today, like he showcased as well. Sorry, I meant who would be a better replacement for Casemiro, Anderson, or Ward. I don't think either of them I'm looking at to directly replace Casemiro.
You can't replace Casemiro. Yeah. This is what people don't understand. The profile of Casemiro doesn't exist anymore in today's game. A midfielder that contributes goal-wise, defensively, going forward, and he can also do the kind of not anymore, but he can kind of in certain games do the box-to-box. He's not replaceable man for man. There's no player out there that does what he does man for man, but you can make the overall team better, and that will just get us in better results in general.
Yeah, so in regards to it,
Like,
yeah,
not
I
serious.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. So yeah, I'm not looking for a Casemiro replacement. I'm looking for somebody to be a better profile for Mano and better for the midfield. Because I think as good as Casemiro is, and he's a good partner for Mano to have in there, I think there's better there's better profiles, even if they're not of the quality of Casemiro. So I'm not looking for a direct replacement. And again, what Casemiro offers aerially from set pieces, both attacking wise and
Yeah,
from a
can't
defensive
replace that
standpoint
either.
as well. So I don't think Anderson or Wharton or anybody else is a direct. I need the team to be better. Hence why if you go get both, the team is better. So then maybe you play those two with a Mano in there, for example, like it's an option or whoever else you go and get. Big up Blank for the super chat as well. Dunsey, don't blame me for these not calling you names. That's all on you. But big up Blank for the super chat. Appreciate it. Says big up Flawless, big up man. Appreciate you, man. Fire emoji, smoke emojis in the chat for Blank as well. But yeah, like I said, that's pretty much my thoughts on the game. Go check out my match reaction, people.
I gotta talk about the Everton Sunderland game because I saw something I've never seen in my life, and this is how I know that. You know what? Any team that gets promoted in the Premier League need to look at Sunderland as the blueprint, and by that I mean just buy bare AFs. That's the blueprint to success in football. I've deeped it. Just buy bare AFs and you'll be fine. Because I have never ever I never thought in my entire 23 years of life that I would see a David Moyes team get bullied. I couldn't believe my eyes. I watched the David Moyes team get bullied for 90 minutes against Sunderland, and it could have been worse. 3-1 doesn't even tell the full story. It could have been worse. I'm seeing Tarkowski. You know, everyone knows Tarkowski is a proper shithouse. Like he's like the profile of a Premier League centre back, right? Everything you associate with a Premier League centre back, right? You associate with Tarkowski. I see this guy just get dashed. I was like, Robbie just leaned on him and like, bro, move. I was like, bro, really? I was like, is this what AFCON teams look like? Yeah, that's the future, bro. When I'm seeing Tarkowski get manhandled by Brian Brobby, that if any team's coming up from the Prem, that's the blueprint right there. Just get bare Africans in your team and you'll be fine. Siddiqui as well, quality. Their entire team, honestly, has overperformed massively. Their managers, he's decent, you know. He's up there for like manager of the season because the job he's done has kind of gone under the radar because a couple of seasons ago they were in League One. Now they're in the Prem, about fighting for a European place. Like quick turnaround because they were in the Championship just last season. Now they're in the Prem and now they could potentially get Europe. You have to respect what he's done. You do. And in terms of the other
100% you have to. Yeah, you 110% have to respect what he's done.
I think Brentford and Brighton, I think, again, this is where like people that were getting a bit excited thinking they're going to get champs. And this is where like you see the inconsistencies with this European race because like this is why I think people need to also respect what the job that Carrick's doing because just to just turn up and win games in the Premier League is underrated, you know, because a lot of teams are fucking crying out for wins right now. A lot of teams that ain't really winning games like in a row, like comfortably, like that. Like even the 5 games, like the 5 wins in a row thing, that shit is difficult in this version of the Prem. It's not something to laugh about. It's mad hard, and I think the job that the mid-table teams have kind of done to close the gap between them and the top teams, I do have to respect it because the fact that there's even a chance that Liverpool might not make top 5 is honestly incredible, and I hope Brentford do it.
They're gonna make top 5. I'm looking here, like so. Bournemouth would have to be because they're 4 points, so Bournemouth would have to win both their. Well, yeah, they'd have to win both their games.
But Bournemouth have got Forest, didn't it? They always beat Forest.
They'd have to beat City, and you haven't beaten City at home.
City's before Forest.
Yeah, they could play City on Tuesday. And then they got Forest away. Bear in mind, their goal difference, as much as it'd be great to see Bournemouth finish above the I don't see it happening. I don't. Yeah. And it looks like Bournemouth are going to get Champions League if Villa obviously win. If Villa win Europa League.
I think Villa are going to finish above.
No, they have to finish. Sorry, they have to finish Villa. Yeah,
Villa are gonna finish above Liverpool because they packed Liverpool.
Liverpool, hold that, man, hold that. Even you know what? Even Bournemouth getting Europa is
it's crazy.
It's still really good though.
That's a fantastic.
Liverpool are not gonna finish above you, man. Allow it, man. They're not gonna beat Brentford last game of the season.
Can I finish? Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go on, James.
Because obviously it's not related to the Premier League. One sec.
Go on, get off your chest.
I have to what's it called mention this because obviously something happened today, so I have to mention this. So these are the players right here. Yeah, Bill Russell, Will Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Moses Malone, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Tim Duncan, Steve Nash, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Nikola Jokic. What do all these names have in common? Back-to-back MVPs. And guess what? Number 14. Number 14. Guess who joined
Trying to
this
cause
list of
trouble,
names?
man.
All of these guys. What do have all of these things in common outside back-to-back MVPs? All of these guys are all-timers in the all-time NBA list. One sec.
Shout out
Look what I'm
SJ on
sharing.
that.
Look what I'm sharing right now.
Shout out
You
SJ.
see that?
That's
You see that?
This guy's just trying to cause.
That
He's just trying to
see-
cause trouble.
is
You
very
see that?
disrespectful to you,
Cause,
Chris.
always trying to cause
You look-
trouble, man.
Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and see Shea Gilgeous Alexander. Show to have beaten Tatum as well. They got an MVP in the championship. And then you got at the bottom Luka Doncic right there with the Big Mac combo.
I could
Nah, I
do
have to
that.
start.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. I might go get a Big
Hey,
Mac
hey,
after
bro,
this.
I'm literally eating right now as well. But, bro, I gotta give it to my shooting guard right there. Guy literally turned
Yeah.
up my whole franchise right there. From going from KD, Russ, and Ibaka to KD snaking us. Yes, I'm gonna call him a snake. It's petty, but I don't give a damn. To having PG 13% of playoffs P in my team, yeah. They say call him playoffs P, more like prescription P, more like that.
Oh my
To
god.
having to go to CP0, and now I'm here. I'll be honest, I deserve this shit. When it comes to this basketball thing, with all the shit that I've been through in my childhood, the shit that Stephen Curry used to do to my team, the shit that the Warriors used to do to my team, the fact that I have a back-to-back MVP playing for Oklahoma, nah. Literally the only reason why I came on here because I have nothing to say. I don't really give a damn. Personally, I don't give a damn about the Premier League games. Even Newcastle beating West Ham, I don't give a damn because my goal has won back-to-back MVPs. And fun fact, it's officially I think 6 or 7 years in a row where international players have won the MVP. No American has won since the last, which is ironic. The last American to win the MVP has been James Harden. The irony.
What was it? James Harden. I would never have guessed that.
Yes.
James Harden.
Yes. I mean, you can low key say Embiid, but we all know Embiid is not African. That nigga African, bro. That nigga Congolese, bro, or Cameroonian. So we not counting you that you only switch nationalities to play in the Olympics. So SGA, like he could potentially go back-to-back MVPs, back-to-back MVPs, and back-to-back NBA champion. Do you know the type of CV he's building right now? Even if we don't win the championship this year, the CV that this guy has already put up is going to put him already as one of the greats in the guard position. Not in the old timers just yet, but for the guards, he's already in the old timers for me. You can, if James Harden is an old timer, you can't tell me that SJ isn't an old timer. If Harden can be by the way, bear in mind, fun fact, James Harden averaged 13 points per games, 1-3 points per game in a potential elimination game in the playoffs when it matters the most. If this guy is an old timer, but SGA isn't an old timer, I gotta have conversations with people. So I'm saying this guy is already an old timer to me, and he can only build his legacy from onwards because he's only like 27, 28. So he's gonna still have multiple opportunities to go and do something. So I have to come here, say shout out to Che. He deserved it. Luka, you can't show up for 8 weeks in the season and expect to get MVP. All you Lakers fans on Luka fans. 8 weeks is not enough to show up for an 82 games basketball season. Wembanyama fans, San Antonio fans, you cannot show up for 2 months of this end of the season and tell me you deserve MVP. Hey, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I thought the best player over the course of the whole season is meant to be 82 games, not just 2 months of basketball. Also, yeah. So all the people that I'm seeing, if anybody's in the chat crying that SGA won the MVP, go and complain to Adam Silver. Bro. I don't know what to tell you. All I know is I got a back-to-back MVP in my in my franchise. And also, the real question is, how does this affect LeBron James' legacy as well? I take the piss with that one, but big up to Shea, big up to the fans.
Big up SGA, and especially if he goes and wins it as well.
And tomorrow, obviously, you're gonna have to end game one of probably the most anticipated series in the whole playoffs.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, that OKC versus
that's one thing. But one thing I say about this in a negative way is, I know this Wembanyama dude is such a petty guy. He's gonna come out there game one swing. So we gotta be prepared for that game. Because for some reason, this dude hates Chet. I don't know what Chet did to him, but this guy hates Chet, bro. I don't know what he did.
Nah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be very, very good. I'm looking forward to it. And big up, hey, you lot, like I say in the chat, obviously sports Q&A. So you lot got basketball questions, get them in, especially with the playoffs as well. And big up to Blank for the super chat. Switching back to football, says Wharton or Fernandez. How do you man rate them and their profiles? I don't really know Fernandez' profile that way. Who do you think's best suited right now for United? Blank, I'm with you on this in regards to I ain't watched Fernandez like that, so I can't really comment.
He's more like he's closer to Anderson than he is to Wharton. He's more of a all-action midfielder, gets stuck in, can drive with the ball, can carry it, can pass as well. But to be honest, like again, I look at him more of like a second. You get a main guy in, and then you get him. He's more of like a second choice midfielder. Like I don't think he'd come in and start week in, week out. But his profile is what we need, though. It is more physicality in midfield plus technical ability. He's pretty good on the ball. But in terms of who's better suited to United, it depends what kind of team Carrick builds, innit? If he's trying to build a more possession-based team, then Wharton's probably better. If he's trying to build a more robust, physical midfielder, then he probably will choose Fernandez. But
that's what I'm at with it in regards to it. Like I've been saying about Wharton, and it's not so much just him, but bring me someone who passes the ball like him. So it don't necessarily have to be him. He's just the one that stands out because there isn't many of those in the Premier League like that. And it's a profile that's less prominent.
I would argue there's not many midfielders like that in general. Like the range of passes he has.
That's why I said they're less prominent, but I would go and you don't have to have one to be successful. That's just my preference. So I would go and get, if it isn't Wharton, go get someone who can move the ball like he can, but you don't necessarily need someone like that to be successful. As we're seeing with PSG, for example. You don't really have someone like that, but they have, again, 3 very, very, very good central midfielders in there. Actually, adding Zaire Emery as well, who's another one. So, yeah, I hear it. Big up T Games as well. Big up for the super chats. It's big up the panel. As happy as I am about this result, I can't but wonder where we would be if the 16 out of 10 manager that terrorized our club was sacked earlier. Hey, it's a big what if. Big up T Games though. I've not seen you in a minute, man. So it's good to see you in the chat. Yeah, it's always a big what if.
I'm Remen.
Yeah, man, getting to Chelsea. What are you saying, man? Speaking of managers, the floor's yours, man.
Alonso, man.
What do you mean getting to Chelsea? We already got a gaffer. Don't worry about that. Oh, Xabi Alonso. Oh, Xabi Alonso. You already know, bro. The Basque magician. You already know. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it soon. But hey, thankfully the depression after the FA Cup final has gone. Even though I'm still mad about it. But that was very good news to see right after because it shows very good promise. Although it's not it. I'm gonna keep on saying this. You cannot stop and say and give any praise and not give criticism right after for Bluco. You can say, hey, your hair looks good, but you can say your whole appearance looks shit as well. You gotta leave it at some point. You know what I mean? So like, this is one good move. Now do the rest because you've lost faith, you've lost trust in every single Chelsea fan, apart from some cocks over there. So, in my opinion, Xabi Alonso was the right move. Xabi Alonso is, for example, Lewis has said a bunch of times, possession style manager, which isn't far away from where we've gone. So it's not a big transition. And Xabi Alonso, again, we're just gonna call out the obvious. He's a proven winner. He's a proven good manager. He has good man management, game management. There's just everything that you need to look for. Now, I've been hearing is some wordplay about how now we're gonna find experienced players and all that. But I've also heard that in past seasons as well. So I don't care. Like they say in Hollywood, don't tell, show. So do the action instead of talking these words, because Flawless and Vicken could see a bunch of similarities in that. Amarim told a lot, but he didn't show. Ten Hag told a lot, but he didn't show. Rosenior told a lot and he didn't show. For me and Winter. So like, it's just hopefully this is something we can build on. Hopefully this is something that the players will be looking forward to, because I heard from somewhere that they are excited to have Xabi Alonso. I don't know how trustful that source is, but it makes all the complete sense. It's a proven winner, and the reason why we fell out with Rosenior was because he wasn't experienced, and he showed why he was here at Chelsea. Exactly. In a more simple way of saying it, he was shit. He was buns.
Call a spade a spade. He was. It's called a spade a spade.
I know we spoke about it yesterday, but yeah, for those that may have not heard you yesterday, like your thoughts on Xabi Alonso and the FA Cup final and everything like that.
Well, after what I saw on Netflix last night, the appointment of Xabi Alonso to me by itself is like the build-up to the Ronda Rousey, Jana Carino fight, right? Like in terms of it's great, but if they don't make any changes after it, it will just be like that 17 seconds that we saw last night. Do you know what I mean? It would just be completely pointless. It'd be like you spent all that money for a 17-second ticket, essentially, right? And that's the problem. So it's great. And, you know, I still think it was PR to release it yesterday after the cup final that we lost, because I don't think they would have released it if we'd won. If we'd won, I think they would have released it today just as a follow-on. So it's great to distract. We're not Arsenal. We don't have like every training kit's coming out every 2 weeks to distract fans. We just do it with transfer news and thing. But I would say this: actions speak louder than words. All your puff pieces coming out about he's going to have more power. He's going to have, you know, he decides who goes or stays. That's great. I don't care. Show me who you're bringing in. Do you know what I mean? Who are you bringing in? Who's coming in? What changes are being made? You know. If he decides to keep a player you don't like, you're just going to have to accept that, because he's the manager making the decisions. You're going to have to. What I will like I said to you yesterday, I like that what they've done it. They've done it early. I'm not going into the World Cup going, who's my manager? They've done it early. He's probably going to be at the game Tuesday, whether he's presented on the pitch or in the director's box. He'll probably be there, which means he's watching these players now. So what does that do? Does that fire him up now for the last two remaining games, or especially the game on Tuesday, to put in a performance? Because people might say, and even I agree, they might have a clean slate with him, but I don't know how clean that slate is. You know what I mean? Because he might be looking, going, well, I don't like the way you acted here. Did you just act the way because of Rosenior, or is it something else? Do you know what I mean? Do you want to go? Do you want to stay? You know, and like I said, it's a good appointment. It's probably the one name on the list that 99.9% of Chelsea fans would take without any questions. I didn't have a problem with Iriola. I can understand people being questionable on him. I didn't want Marco Silva, because I just don't, as much as like he does a good job, you don't hear people talk about they want to buy Fulham players. Do you know what I mean? You never hear that, right? Whereas Iriola, you go, well, I wanted to buy Semenyo. I wanted to buy Sohoyson. I want to buy Kirk.
Valid point.
Silva's being polite about it. Silva is just another Portuguese terrorist, man. We can just say it how it is. All these Portuguese dinosaurs are outdated.
Due to Wolves as well today.
I like my Portuguese terrorists. He brought me good trophies, so I'm fine with my Portuguese terrorists.
Yeah, yours did. Yeah. I think Silva's decent. I don't think he's that level to win.
That's what I mean.
I think where he's at, like, is
table manager.
Yeah, probably above. Because we're putting him in the league. Sorry, go on, Seth. Carry on.
There's no glass ceiling. But in terms of Silva, for me, there's no glass ceiling for him to break through as a manager, in my opinion. Even if he'll probably go to Benfica. He'll probably go to Benfica, and he'll probably do well, because the Portuguese Portuguese league is not that strong. It's really 3 teams. in the Portuguese league, isn't it, or something like that?
Yeah.
So, you know, so it's a very good appointment. You know, all this like, oh, he's the manager bit and stuff like that. Whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's just, you know, it's just what you're going to bring him, because parts of that squad he'll love to work with. Parts of that squad need a total upgrade, and I'm talking about the defence more than anything. Needs a total upgrade in centre backs. What I think we need 2 centre backs to come in. Whether I don't care what formation he plays, but I need players that can do either formation. I don't need like strictly wing backs that can't play left back or right back. I need hybrids. You know what I mean?
That's a good question. Is he going to play a back 4 or a back 3? I think he plays a back 3, you know. I think with the squad, I think he's going to play a back 3.
The problem with is a back 3. The problem with a back 3, like I said yesterday, you need one or both wing backs that can attack well.
Yeah.
Defensively, we're fine. We've got defensive wing backs, we're fine. But you know,
I think he can do both though. Like
he can do both.
I've seen him play. I've seen him play at Liverpool. Not to take about Liverpool, not the Real Madrid stand. I've seen him play games where obviously the main formation was the.
But they played back 3 before he got there.
No, but I feel like the where he's had his most success, he's always played a back 3 when he's been most successful.
I know that, but I'm just saying that when he has to, I've seen him go to a back 4 because what the centre backs at Liverpool were, they were really flexible. Where even the centre backs can comfortably go. The centre backs who play right side, left side. Yeah, exactly. He can go play left back. Cousino, who obviously went to Atalanta before he left, he was playing right centre back or right back. Obviously, Tabsoba and Tar were the only ones who could only play centre back. But he's very flexible. I've seen him play the 4-4-2 at Liverpool. I've seen him. The main formation is the 3-5-2. Oh no, not even the 3-5-2. The 3-4-3 actually were with the double 10s. But I don't think there's going to be a formation that he's going to be mainly playing, which probably is the back 3.
I think he'll play the back 3.
But if he has to, he will play the back 4 if needed.
But just I remember, big up for everyone. I remember during Tuchel days for us, we had the same situation. Well, you know what I'm talking about how Tuchel had a back 3 and a back 4, and I'm traumatized by this because I remember we played horrible as a back 4, if I'm not mistaken. If I remember well, we played horrible as a back 4, and we were always saying we want a back 3. I wanted to ask, does he play well with the back 4 when he transitions into that? Unlike Tuchel?
I think it depends on the players that play for the team. At Leverkusen, he was fine with it. He didn't play it many times, but whenever he had to, it did the job in it. So
that's what I mean.
It really just depends on.
But Kenny, what's he going to do if in one game? Because it's going to happen in some games. Back 3's not going to do the job.
Exactly.
I see him alternating it. I could see him playing back 4 at times.
I'm sorry for all this, and because I don't want to hammer him. Amorim was a stickler for the back 3 and nothing else. He didn't change anything. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I could print out a fucking t-shirt. I don't want to.
Exactly. And also he did like.
But you know what? Though, at least Chelsea managers have like a history of like pragmatic managers actually going and doing well. You see, with us, bro, we've never had a back 3 manager really. I mean, Van Gaal kind of played it here and there, but like even then, he still was mainly a 4. Like we've never had a back 3 only manager, and I just think it's more of a Chelsea. It's not really a United thing, man. Like Chelsea managers, I think do it.
But even
it comes down to the identity of the clubs.
Yeah, like Chelsea managers have done the back 3 thing before. It's not like a.
Exactly.
But you know what the thing is, but because I think the only issue is with that is that obviously. Playing the back 3 itself is not an issue, but because I agree with Sofa as well. There is situations sometimes where you can't play the back 3 because there's certain games where, let's say for example, let me think of a team, not Everton, Brentford. Brentford is happy to sit back off. You don't necessarily unless the outside, the wide centre backs are very comfortable playing high up the pitch. There's no point playing the back 3. So this is where, like, why not just trying to go with the back 4 against a Brentford, for example?
Yeah, and also it's the point of, like I said before, when we did the back 3 before, the wing backs were so important because they're attacking. So we had Alonso and Moses. Moses was a winger. We had Chilwell and Reece James at the time, and they were so important. That's the point. Like, you can't a wing back. We did the wing backs yesterday, and both of them were good defensively. Attacking wise, they're not that. Do you know what I mean?
It's basically a back five.
Yeah, exactly. And like yesterday, you can play. Yesterday was the first time I saw a team play for a point in an FA Cup final. So it was. It was that. Do you know what I mean?
Bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's a play for a point.
It did look like that. The game did look like.
But that's where the squad build is so important, right? Because when the back three, when you concede in the back three, and you then have to chase the game, that's where the squad build comes in. When you have to change the formation and bring it on, so that's where it's like that would be important as well, because he's got to have weapons on the bench, and we don't have weapons. We have just we have Sloth from Goonies and Ganacho. So
somebody saw a Chelsea fan tweet.
Actually, sorry, Sloth from Goonies is a lovable character. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
I saw a Chelsea fan tweet that perfectly sums it up, man. And the two girls, if Leave Lab comes on, the game's basically over.
Yeah, that's what it is. Every time João Pedro, I'm sure Barrio thought this, and every time João Pedro went down yesterday, like holding his leg, I thought, shit. I mean, the lap's going to come.
I literally said, now I'm going to have to see the lap, this pendejo on my fucking television. I'm like, what the heck? I remember someone said this, I don't know who. Someone said, in the past, we had John Obi Mikel to shut up games. Now we bring in the lap to shut up games, but for us.
Yeah, it's mad. What I would say though is Alonso. One thing I would say though with Alonso, from what I've seen though, he is a manager that will roll the dice. Like, let's say you're going down in the game, he's not stubborn enough to do the Everton 10 men line of 5, 6. Like, he will actually change the formation and he will actually go for the game. Like, he's not just gonna sit back and just keep letting the other team be comfortable.
I think a big positive and a big plus for Xavi Alonso, and something that people have to put in the pro column for him, is that Mbappe was complimentary about him. And we know how Mbappe feels about what's going on at Madrid. So that's very, very telling that he was like, we had more structure at the start of the season and rare tear and things of this nature. Yeah, go on, Jez. Before I get to this point. Last point.
I think because also on this option is a positive. I don't know. Obviously, managers can always change depending where they go, and obviously Leverkusen and Chelsea are two different type of clubs in it from stature perspective, right? But even when he came in, only being known as the what's it called? Because before he was at the Sociedad B team, not even the A team. So he came into Liverpool and he already started playing this attacking football, aggressive football, even against Bayern Munich, against Stuttgart, against Dortmund. Like the teams who were the best teams.
What's for him is that there's a core of a group of good talented players there. Okay, we've just got to add some more quality there. Do you know what I mean? We've just got to, like, for me, I don't think there's a market for him. So I think Nicholas Jackson gets kept next season because I don't think there's a market for him at all, and he'll just be backup for Pedro, which is a better backup than fucking Delap.
Yeah,
it's just not.
It's an improvement.
And then for me, I don't. For me, that's what this is me not knowing if Xabi Alonso like these players. I think you can get better than Sanchez. I just think you can. You can get. I need 2 centre backs because Colwell's still recovering from an ACL. He's played very well the last couple of games, but he's still recovering from an ACL. The other centre backs we have are crap. Apart from the youngsters, I'll give leeway to the youngsters because they're not. The wing. We need another winger. Do you know what I mean? I know Quinder's coming in, but he's 18, 19. It's the same thing with Esteban. Do you know what I mean? Can't rely on
Alonso's going to put him wing back. I can see already.
He had played wing back, though.
He played wing back at Sporting, right? Did he not play wing back?
I thought he left Sporting so that he wouldn't have to play wing back, and now he's going to play wing back at Chelsea. I just think that's so ironic.
Hey, no, but what I'm saying is, if he was like just the attacking wing back, you could then just have a defensive wing back. When he goes in, you go into a back 4. Do you know what I mean? It's like that. So I'd rather have one or both, obviously, because I think you can do it in Germany. Let's be honest. I think you can do both attacking wing backs in Germany. I just think you can because how the league is. Yeah, I think you can do it. I don't think you can do it consistently in the Premier League. I just don't. I think one of them has to be an all-out attacking thing. So you could play a Hatter or Cucurella at left centre back or something like that, so they can slot in like that and do a back four. But but I don't know. I don't know the players he wants. I don't know the players he wants to keep. He wants to sell. Do you know what I mean? This is the whole thing. So it's like I have to suspend my dislike of some players there, because he might go, he's going to work for me because I'm going to ask him to do this. Because let's face it, these guys didn't train properly for the last 3 months under Rosinha because they didn't respect him. Do you know what I mean? They're basically the guys who have a gym membership but just go to use the sauna every other day. Do you know what I mean? For gym memberships, that's what they did.
Them guys in the gym that just don't look no different after 6
months.
They're
the guys. They're the guys who. They're the people that go to the gym, do the stair lift for like 2 hours, and then go to McDonald's on the drive-through on the way back. I'll have a diet. So I'll have a Big Mac and a Diet Coke.
Diet Coke, man. You don't want to put them on. Big up Blank for the next super chat. Appreciate you, Blank. Says so Fernandes comparable to Belieber, but it'll be cheaper than Belieber. Thanks to Nuno. Relegation football, fossil football, masterclass Fernandes for 35 million.
I'd say he is closer to the Belieber profile compared to like a Wharton. Yeah, I actually do agree with that. In terms of Nuno, like I said, bro, I think that the era of these dinosaur Portuguese terrorist managers, I think it's over. I don't think that style of management is enough to get you out of a relegation battle anymore. Because look at the teams that have survived. Forest, I think Tottenham will survive, and Leeds. They don't have dinosaur managers. Their managers are actually trying to play football. I don't think.
Interestingly, Nottm Forest's manager is Portuguese.
No, but my point is it's not enough to just stink out the place and get results anymore. You have to actually try and play a bit. Like he's not De Zerbi, like I've seen more from De Zerbi in the last 3 games of Spurs than I've seen in Nuno's entire season at West Ham, to be honest. Like it's not enough to just try and think you're gonna just stink your way through a relegation battle anymore. I don't think teams can do that. One, because I don't think that the teams in the Premier League will allow you to do that anymore. Like if you just keep sitting back, eventually these teams are gonna score against you. I don't think. Yeah, go on. What are you gonna say?
I was just saying.
I was going to say it. No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, but there's 2 elements, right? Does Fernandes, because you've got to look at your floor of your squad, not the bar at the top of it. Fernandes comes in as a squad player, right? Does he raise the floor of what's already there? And second of all, just because he's cheap doesn't mean he's good. Do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Does he fit? Sorry, I don't like this, but football clubs are built on culture as well, right? Do you want it? Yeah. How good is he? Because that'll be it. Because now football clubs, what they should do, they look at profiles of players. How they look at they talk to former teammates of him. Oh, how was he this or how was he that? Is he good for the culture? Does he raise it? Would you be like, oh, if Kobe Bryant is injured, would you be okay with Fernandes starting the next 3 or 4 games? You know what I mean? In that pivot. You know what I mean?
I think he's good enough to be a squad player. Yeah. Because to be honest, to raise the bar, I mean, we've got Manuel Ugarte, and he's absolute a waste of time. So raising the floor on him is not exactly.
The thing is, though, you shouldn't be going, oh yeah, well, he should be better because we got Ugarte. It doesn't matter who you've got, who you're bringing in. It's like, will they still be the best for Man United? Because I could say the same thing. I could I could get a wounded fish and say he's better on the left wing than Garnacho. Do you know what I mean? It's just the point. It's just like that.
I hear that.
I get what you're saying. I just gotta say, man, to Rickman's point about the manager thing, I just gotta say, man, go tell to the people who thought that or still think if Thomas Frank would have stayed, we definitely would have stayed up. Don't tell them. Bro, the amount of people that I have me telling this over the last how many months is crazy. I'm sorry, bro. Like,
no, if Tudor would have stayed, you definitely down.
No, I think Flawless said it. Flawless said it a while ago. This pragmatic thing doesn't work anymore. Not long term. It doesn't work anymore long term. You have to be able
what you're trying to do. I don't think it works at the games. I don't think it works to necessarily at the highest. Of course, you need quality. I don't think it necessarily works at the highest level. It can, but I've not seen it sustain at the highest level for a long.
I don't think it works at both ends of the spectrum anymore. I don't think you can stink your way out of a relegation battle anymore. I don't think it works, and I don't think you can stink your way to a title either. You still have to play well. to a certain extent across some games. Like even people will say that Arsenal stunk their place out, but at the start of the season, Arsenal was scoring goals. They were still playing well in games. Like they didn't just stink their whole way through the season. Like I don't think you could do that anymore.
To me,
when they went on that streak of like 0 goals, they weren't playing that bad.
They were actually playing well then. Like they didn't just stink their entire way through the season.
I'll be real. When it comes to Arsenal, to me, the first thing I think of, I'm going to get into the room spray. You know, the Febreze. Whole season, every game that I'm watching, I have to use after every Arsenal game. I have to use the Febreze because how much these games stink.
The football is awful.
I'm sorry, I'm disrespectful as hell, but I don't give a damn. Their football, but even their good football stinks. I don't give a damn. Man. Fuck them.
Yeah, facts. It's Arsenal.
Fuck him. Yeah, regardless. But yeah, in regards to it, like I said, I said it before about Fernandes. I ain't watched him like that, so I don't really know like his profile or like his strengths, his weaknesses. When I've watched him, he seems like a decent player. He seems good technically, shifts the ball, moves it, can carry it, seems fairly mobile. In regards to Belieber, obviously we've seen a lot more of him in the Premier League, and he's a player I've said, go and get for the obvious reasons. And Surfer mentioned it about like raising, you don't look at the bar, you look at raising the floor, and both of these two joining would be squad players, whether it was Belieber or whether it was Mateus Fernandes. But yeah, if we go and get I've said go get Belieber because of what he provides. I think he's a very, very effective squad player to have, and you don't have to worry about him settling in. You don't have to worry about him adapting to the league. And he's at the age where he's only 22, so he's at the age where he could get better as well. And it's how Brighton use him. So you don't necessarily, if you're bringing him in, if he's not starting week in, week out, I don't think it's a major problem like that for him as well. Not issue, but United's what they have to do is go and get a first teamer. Go and get preferably 2, but go get 1 certified starter, which seems to be on the cards. Who that starter is, I don't know. But go get 3 midfielders. Go and
I feel like, but this is the thing, though, because I feel like when it comes to Scotland as well, like when you come into a team, the whole idea should be that whatever you've been asked to be in the squad, you should be fine with the idea because you want to be here for a reason. So if you come in here because we promise you that you're gonna go and start matches, that already for me stinks to me personally. Like for example, PSG, for example, obviously guys are promised that they're playing games, right? They got their set 11, but none of them are selfish enough to sit here and say, "Yo, I gotta play every game because of my bonuses, my appearance bonuses. I gotta go and get my goal and assist bonuses." No, if the manager tell them, "I'm gonna sit you for this game because I need you to rest, and I need to give other guys minutes," the players don't complain. When do you ever hear like a PSG player complain? They don't complain.
I hear that, but it's like
competition for places.
It depends on the player as well, because no one's going to ever convince me that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was the main reason that Casemiro signed for Man United. You know what I mean? No one's ever going to convince me that. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I want to play under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Yeah, sure. You know what I mean?
You signed him? Was it Ten Hag?
It was under Ole. It was under Ole.
I think, yeah.
20 years. So he's been there 5 years. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Yeah. That's what I'm
5 years already.
5 years.
Applies, man.
It's the same
Casemiro joined under Ole.
You and I have been working together. That's
I thought it was Ten Hag. But
no, it was Ten Hag. It was Ten Hag.
No, was it? It was 21. Was it 21?
No, it was 22, 23. Ten Hag's first season.
Oh, hang on. I'm sure.
Yeah,
but it's still a long time.
Well. Says, evening, guys. Hope you're all good. Big up to everyone in the chat, too. Blessings. You lot, make sure you go subscribe to Charlotte's channel as well. Shout outs, ball and all. Lovely to see you in the chat.
You know what? Yeah, it was 22. You're right. It was 22.
So yeah, like, but even that, he wasn't joining. Yeah, he wasn't joining to go, let's go and sign for 10.
I want to sign for 10. Yeah. I watched all Eredivisie. I watched Eredivisie for the past 2 years. I want to try and play for
I see. But you see, but I feel like guys like Casemiro and that, like, I feel like when you sign guys like that, the expectation already is like you're gonna come in here and you be trying to be the cornerstone of the foundation of the team, right?
Yes.
For example, if Man United gonna sign a start, like for example, Tchouaméni joins Man United, the whole idea is that you come in and start. Like this is not even gonna be the conversation. I feel like when it comes to guys like Wharton, Anderson, Fernandes, like good players, but you can't tell me that they can be demanding starting minutes every game. I don't think they're in the profile of players that go on. Also, by the way, Champs just reported that Jalen Williams is available for game 1.
Oh, let's go, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so
then
everybody healthy.
everybody
Yeah,
stay
like,
available for that game 1.
there's always expectation, you know. The expectation is always different from a player that's coming in from an already established and well-run or well-oiled machine like a Madrid or a Barca, compared to like being at Nottingham Forest or Crystal Palace. Like the expectations is always different. But that's why I think you take a risk on them players. Like when people are like, "Oh, they wouldn't take Camavinga because it's not working at Real Madrid." If that's the case, then these same people wouldn't have taken Ozil then, because Ozil got ran out of Madrid. People forget these things. Players don't just leave Madrid; they get ran out of the club when the club don't want them no more.
Actually,
Does that mean that there's just not good players?
Who's the last person to leave Madrid? Like on their terms.
Pardon?
Probably
Pardon?
Casemiro, to be honest. Probably
So
Casemiro.
yeah,
He didn't get ran out. Casemiro and Varane, you wouldn't say they was just like it was at
Modric.
time. There wasn't any issues.
Modric
as well. Modric as well. Cruz all because Cruz retired, right?
Cruz retired,
Yeah.
Cruz retired, so probably them. But it's to Vikram's point, is few and far between. Very, very few players leave Madrid or get sold, and it's like on their terms. Like Casemiro left after doing everything he did, as did Modric, as did Varane. But yeah, like just because why would you want him if like Madrid don't want him? It doesn't mean that a player's not a good player. Doesn't mean that like a Tchouaméni or Camavinga or Goulet or Mbappe or whoever is a bad player now. Again, remove the Real Madrid aspect. Do you think the player is good or not? That's where it's at. Where do you rate the player?
I just find it so funny. I just find it so funny because if Camavinga walked into any of the other top 6 in the league right now, people are saying he's one of the best midfielders in the Prem straight away. It's not even a debate. Because Camavinga is better than McAllister. He's better than Enzo. He's better than pretty much all of these guys. Like it's not even. It's not even a conversation.
You know what it is though, because you won't be surprised how many people have that mindset. Because I see that across other sports as well, right? Because it's like people have like short-term memories, right? So what will happen is that people only gonna judge based off what they see in recent times, right? They're not gonna go and see, okay, is this just a 1-year thing or 2-year things? What's the situation? What was the context why this guy wasn't playing at Real Madrid? Camavinga joined when they still had Casemiro in the team. When Cruz and Ochi wasn't there. So no wonder that Tchouaméni and Camavinga had to sit bench. Then Valverde comes through in the team who's been longer than him. Then
that's the thing. You're saying sitting bench. The last Champions League they won, guess who started the final?
Yeah, no, I know he played in the final.
Camavinga.
I'm talking more so in general, like as in guys who.
No, but my point is that was his breakout season, and people were talking about this guy like he was going to be, the next big thing, and now suddenly he's a scrub. I just find that hilarious. Like suddenly they wouldn't take him out of their clubs suddenly.
But that's what I'm saying. Is the recency bias. People only have like this short-term memory where they only remember that he's been injured, and whenever he is healthy, he doesn't play, and whenever he does play, he doesn't really do anything. But you can't look at the other years of what he was doing and just say that, no, there's not a good player there. If the player is going to be available, especially at a good price, obviously if Camavinga was available, but he would be available on a premium price, then of course nobody's going to sit here and buy him, because why should we buy a player on a premium price? But if there's going to be a reasonable price to buy him, then I'm like, you're going to go and take the bite, see if it's going to work out, and if it doesn't work out, it is what it is then.
I heard that.
Yeah, fully did what you saying. That's why I don't like people just overlook again talent. Like just look at the player. Like yes, you can have your reservations in regards to a player maybe not starting as much, maybe injuries, form. I hear all of that, but I've said this, I'm a risk taker. If a player is talented enough, like we was having a discussion about Mbappe, yes, I hear everything people are saying about him, and now it could go wrong, and he could be toxic in the dressing room, and his attitude off the pitch, and people talk about him on the pitch, and his unwillingness to press, and all these things that happen with Enrique at PSG, the things that are currently happening at Real Madrid, and maybe if he joins a United or he joins a Chelsea or whoever, that continues. But am I running the risk? Yes, because I look at it and go, what happens if this goes right? Sometimes you got to gamble. Sometimes you got to gamble. Like, that's me. I'm gambling on that, because if that goes right, you have one of the best players in Europe. It's not like he's bringing a whole heap of issues, and if it goes right, he's average, or he's just good, or he's just top 5. Like, you have one of the best players in Europe in attack if it goes right. Hence why I run the risk. But I hear all the reservations people have surrounding him. But
I refuse if I'm in a conversation with someone and they go, "No, I don't want to Mbappe in my club," I will refuse to listen to you about anything, let alone football. Do you know what I mean? Because I just don't understand you. That's like literally saying, "Hey, do you know what? Hey, Lakers, we can get SJ and Wemby for next season." I don't want to mess up the team culture. Piss off. You know what I mean? It's like that. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you talking about?
I hear people's reservations.
There will be.
Say it.
And
I hear the reservation.
CP will say it. CP will say we don't want to.
Oh, yeah, he's not with it. But he's a Garnacho fan, so it makes sense. But the point is that I'm making is that it makes fully sense. Like, I hear the reservations surrounding it and like everything that, but the other side about it going wrong and trust me, I hear it. Or he might not press. That is very true. But again, if he gets it right, maybe it's a humbling experience at Real Madrid. Maybe that is like the penny finally drops. Again, I could be totally wrong. And wherever he goes next, it could be worse.
They'll boo you if you have a bad half. They'll boo you if you have a bad half.
Yeah. We don't want to
on your debut, they'll boo you.
Hey, Gareth Bale's won them Champions Leagues, like scored winning goals, and he got booed. Like,
they hated Benzema before that Champions League run.
Listen,
they were booing him out of the building. They booed Cristiano Ronaldo, bro.
I've seen they booed Raul, man. He was like Mr. Madrid. That's the crazy Raul who is Mr. He is Mr. Madrid. That is the craziest thing about the Raul booing. Like, I think he's like their most one of their most appearances.
You know, bro. The shit that I remember when Real Madrid used to say about Benzema, but they had him in the Richarlison conversations at one point.
Disrespect.
This is all crazy.
Bro, like this is what I mean. Like that.
Remember when Ancelotti came in, and the first report that I saw is that he wanted to take Richarlison to Madrid because he liked them at Everton. This whole, the bar was crazy.
Wow.
But before I leave,
you know what that was? If Ancelotti's trying to take Richarlison to Madrid, you know the meme where it's the guy holding all the money, and it's like we changed this broke nigga's life. That's what that is, man. He's like, you know what? Let's get you to Madrid, man. Like, why not?
The man's thing is here. He actually rates Richarlison like highly in it, so which is funny. But before I leave, because Sofa made also comparison with SGA and Wemby, right? So I'm telling you, like, people, because you know what people say about SGA, yeah, he's a all beta, free throw merchant, flopper. But if SGA joined the Lakers, you can't tell me no Lakers fan says no.
No. I'd rather keep.
I think Lakers fans who were like on, when Luka was at the Mavs, and then when he joined them, he's the greatest thing ever.
I'd rather keep Austin Reeves. I'd rather keep Austin Reeves.
15, man. You know what I'm saying?
All this stuff gets put to bed when it's actually in front of someone. Like people will say that they don't want it. It's the same guys that are so onto Carrick now that are like, it's gonna all crash and burn next season. Multiple games a week, he's gonna just drop to like 9th or something. But what if it doesn't? Then what? People always got.
That's it.
People always got like a list.
Yeah,
bro, they always got a list full of like problems, and then they don't want to give you any solutions. They'll just tell you everything that's gonna go wrong, why it's gonna go wrong, and then they won't give you any problem fixes.
Yeah, them people there, them problems for every solution done. That's what I call them, man. That's them people, man. Stay away from people like that. You've got problems for every solution. Go on, Jez.
I'm a good years of big up to you guys.
Every time, we say I'm good.
Shout out to SGA and also Luka. Where's your every piece? Where are you individually equalized?
Leave Luka alone, man. Leave Luka alone.
I will never. I don't hate Luka. I hate his stance. I hate his stance. I hate him as much. I hate his stance as much. I hate LeBron's stance. And also, I can't wait on the day that LeBron dies. LeBron retires.
Wow.
LeBron dies.
You get this guy out. Get this guy out, man.
Because I can't wait till the day that he retires, because when he retires,
language issue, people.
If he retires, all his fans have to find a job. They have to go and find somebody new to go and dig right.
No, but LeBron is he's like the CR7 of basketball, isn't it? Like it's that he was always gonna have stands regardless, even though he's been finished for like the best part of 5 years, maybe even longer. But it's just how people are, man. Like they just don't want to let it go.
Nah, I hear it, man. Big up Prime in the building as well. Big up SB for the super chat as well. Says big up Flawless and Gang. As always, bring me to your medic. Hey, SB, I'm with you, man. Like, there's no I'm fully on board with this. Yeah, I've been saying I've been a fan of Tchouaméni for the last 2-3 years now. Like, I think he's top quality. Do I believe we sign him? No. Do I believe Real Madrid let him go? No. I don't think he leaves. I don't know why yes, I understand everything that's going on at Real Madrid, but I don't think you let a player of that talent leave. Oh yeah,
he's starting week in, week out. Camavinga's the one that's more likely to leave.
It happens. Players get into fights in changing rooms. It happens. Like, all right, they're gonna sell him. No, I don't see it happening. I'd love it to, but again, I believe once I see Real Madrid are selling, I see reports and say, hey, his representatives have been approached, the club have been approached. I still don't believe it. I don't believe him or Camavinga are available. I believe it's just all rumors.
You know what's weird about Real Madrid? This is the first time in many years that I don't even see him linked to signing a big-time player this summer.
Yeah, because that's going on. Yeah.
But you know what it is as well. There aren't really any big time players that they could be really getting linked with, really. If you really think about it. What big time players are going to leave their current clubs right now to go Madrid? I never thought we'd ever say that, but there's no big time players I can think of that are going to leave a team that's winning trophies to join a Madrid team that hasn't won anything in 2 years.
Really any high profile? Who are the high profile players now?
Like, for example, Cavra is not going to leave PSG to go Madrid. Dembele's not going to leave PSG to go.
He's a quality player, but I'm talking like profile in regards to high profile.
Elise.
He's another quality.
I don't think he's going to leave. I don't think he's going to leave.
Kane's the only one.
Kane ain't leaving Bayern Munich to go Madrid because it's not a better fit for him.
No.
There ain't any players that are really out there that are going to leave their team right now to go Madrid in the state that they're in. It's mad. That's another reason why I don't think they're getting rid of Tchouaméni, but Camavinga could go. Because Tchouaméni's starting week in, week out for them. So
how are you going to get rid of Cam?
Only because Cama's not playing. That's why I think there's a chance that because he's cost them, the red cards and that they might.
He's not going to liability.
And he's not going to the World Cup either. So.
Not making the World Cup squad is fucking batshit crazy.
Yeah, so that's why I think he might leave. But the others ain't leaving. The others ain't leaving.
Yo, fucking who are the other midfielders that made it? Rabiot and who was the other one?
No way, Rabiot's still made
it. Strasbourg Steve ahead of him. Ridiculous, man. What are we doing, man? Yo, Strasbourg Steve, man.
Deschamps is another dinosaur, man.
Tell me that man ain't the same, man.
Bro, Deschamps is another dinosaur, man.
Yeah, man. Strasbourg Rabiot, man. Like, what we doing out here, man? Took Steve over Camavinga. What we doing?
I didn't think he was still playing Rabiot.
What we doing? Yeah, man. He's still playing. Yeah. Fucking Rabiot,
Yeah, this Madrid are kind of going through. It's mad, because they're second in it, but this is their banter era. Like this is their first era, right, where they've not really been dominating nothing. Like they've just been, even in the Champions League that used to be their bread and butter. They've got out of the quarterfinals back-to-back years.
What are you saying, Dante? You good, family?
And he's already smiling,
Yeah, I'm okay, thank you.
I rebuke you.
Our own Rabiot just showed up as well.
It's okay. I'm just here to pour more pain and misery for you lot. 7 finals, 7 defeats. It is what it is. What we move.
That's all right. Go.
This guy really came in with sunglasses at 11 o'clock at night. People, do you see why Arsenal aren't allowed to win anything? Like, this guy's coming in with sunglasses at almost midnight in the UK.
Don't put that on Arsenal. That's just done team, man.
Quick, I'm sorry, like all the hate that you lot have spawned towards me, throughout this time of YouTube and throughout these years that I've been hearing.
Violins in the chat for Don C.
I'm with the song, I'm saying.
It's amazing. I will commend you. I will commend you.
I'm the conductor. Come on.
I will commend you on one thing that you actually annoy us more than Flawless. So I will commend you. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. You know
why all of a sudden am I the bar for shit? What is going on?
I'm
This is
just
crazy
saying.
work, you know. I'm tired of this being used by the bar. People like, oh, you're worse than Flawless. Oh, this time, this third. What the fuck?
Nah, but you know what? Though? Flawless isn't. Yo, though, at least Flawless is not like on the Veta level of like just knowing how to annoy people. You see, Veta's that kind of guy, yeah, that will just he'll drop an entire rant about you, you know, make you feel like, oh, this guy is just unrattling, and then he'll make out like it's your fault. He's that ex that's like, oh, it's not you, it's me. That's what this guy does every time.
He's an intelligent enabler. He's an
but Veta did learn from the best and Flawless. That's why.
Veta was like that before. Veta was like that before me. What are we talking about?
This can be correct. He learned. He got worse when he joined you. That's what it is. He did.
Told you.
You can't deny it.
He's the Canadian Flawless. I said it
exactly.
once, I'll say it again. He's the Canadian Flawless.
That was very hurtful, by the way, man. That wasn't even on the stream. That was very disrespectful and very hurtful.
There's also a video of you on the channel saying that you're like you and Vader, you agree, or you're like him or something. There's a video.
No, because we do agree a lot. That's the thing is with Vader, like on football intakes, like more often than not, we do. It's just like 95% of the time we do agree and see eye to eye. I don't think it's just the 5% that we don't. We're like total opposites. Hence why we have some of the arguments and debates we have is because of that.
Hence why you're so similar. You're so similar.
He's an intelligent individual, as am I. That's what that is. That's what it is. Yeah, but they purposely be a guy. I don't gaslight. That's the major difference between the two of us.
You just piss people off. You know,
exactly.
Is what it is.
I'll smile and it's like, your smile's a problem.
That is your gaslighting. Just a smile.
People say, oh, it's your face. Right, I can't help how I look. Like,
You could put a paper bag over it.
Now, Flawless's version of gaslighting is like making everything about like what you're saying is the problem. Nothing that he said is the problem. What you're saying is the problem.
People see that working out. See, I don't tell people that their argument is stupid. I let them figure it out for themselves. That's why I do.
Basically, Flawless is the apology. Flawless is the version of the apology when someone goes, "I'm sorry you felt like that." I'm sorry you felt like that.
That's the best apology.
You telling me 2 and 2 equals 75? I'm like, all right, show me how you got 75.
I'm sorry if you felt that way. I'm sorry.
Now, like you're trying to de-escalate an argument. And Flawless is just there, like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, that you feel like my actions are wrong. I don't feel like my actions were wrong.
Nah, because more often than not, people can trouble me. Yeah, because more often than not, it's like you never know. It's like anytime I'm in a debate, that ain't started shit. Yeah, I'm just like responding to whatever's going on or whatever's being said.
You started shit. At the start of the stream, you just told me, "Hey, I hope Spurs beat Chelsea." How about that?
No. What did you say in the chat before that?
No. You said that before you read my comment.
Let me scroll up.
You said that before you read my comment.
Nah. I seen your comment. Here the thing is, Barry. Just because I didn't read out your comment didn't mean I didn't see it. I seen your comment.
That's fast. But it don't matter. You cannot say that.
Nah, but it don't matter. What are we talking about?
Say that. You can't say that. You started it.
This is before I said anything. This is why I know. This is at 10:28. I even started the stream. I even started talking. This was before.
No, I put that comment on when you said that.
This guy is crazy. And why would I not want that? And also, why would I not want Spurs to win? Why is that a bad thing? That's not me gaslighting. I do want Spurs to win it.
Because it's Spurs and it's you. It's the
but like I want Spurs to. Yes, I want Spurs to win it. Why would I not want my second team to win and stay up in the league? Why is that such a great? No, let's get into this. Why is that such a crazy comment? Why would I not want Spurs to win and stay in the league? After all the relegation jokes I heard from this man right here, Don C. All them relegation jokes I heard from you, Barrio. All the relegation jokes I heard from the chat championship. Oh, you lot enjoy linking away and this, that, and the third and Rurtet. Now you lot are silent, huh?
They still could be relegated. Who knows?
Yeah. We're gonna survive at your ground, mate. Wait till Tuesday.
I'm not even the same. But they will be beat like my mom beats me sometimes, and they will be beat well, right?
Oh, bro, I didn't need to hear all that, bro. That was mad.
Did you say that, Mario? Fuck you, know.
I said that such with a straight face. I said that with a straight face.
This man's prized possession is a half and half Spurs and Man United scarf now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. It makes me sick. It makes me sick.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying, man? Flawless. I thought you did discuss me.
Everything I got told, all Spurs this, Spurs that, and all that. Yo,
now, you know what pride is?
and all this. And now we surviving, and people think I'm not going to talk about it.
We're surviving.
Pride, you know what? All I gotta say is because he's not from London. If he was from London, he wouldn't be moving like this.
Forget that. Wait, from South London.
What was my name? What's my name?
South London. What?
It says Carlos is born in South London.
Yeah, he says this all the time. That's because he lives right back. He lives in Birmingham City territory. You know what I'm saying?
Pardon?
What was my name?
I didn't mention
your name wasn't mentioned.
Oh, I thought you mentioned my name. Okay. No. Continue.
Exactly. All of this one number. You know, we've got plenty of players from Spurs as United fans. You get me? So from Carrick to Teddy Sheringham. I'm sure there's a couple more in there as well. Carrick's now the gaffer, and also the enemy of my enemy is my friend. We hate Arsenal collectively as well. So hold that down. See you absolutely pussy over. There we go.
I would say
about Tottenham,
guys. Spurs only need 1 point from the next 2 games.
There we go. We survived at the bridge, man. Let's go, man. Celebration scenes.
Listen, I would say
but they're staying up regardless. So
it's not even about Spurs getting points, because I don't even think they're going to beat Chelsea. It's the fact that West Ham are not going to beat Leeds the way that they're playing, because Nuno's a dinosaur.
Actually being useful for once, man.
Because Leeds could be useful for once. Exactly. Yeah, we could agree on that.
The problem is Nuno's a dinosaur, and he doesn't understand that these negative tactics are not going to get you anywhere in this battle, right? When you need to win games. Man's still playing a 5-back when he's 2-0 down against Newcastle in 20 minutes, and he's still playing a 5-back. Like, what's wrong with these managers, bro? Don't they understand that, like, this negative football, once you concede, maybe now it's time to actually go for the game? Like, maybe I don't know, maybe they think that the ball is just going to magically end up in the net when they've got about 7 man behind it. I don't know, man. Maybe we're all wrong. Maybe we just don't understand.
Jez just said the most shameless comment of all time, yo.
Thanks, man. I got free Champions League combined. You already know, man.
Serious?
United.
I would say I'm a blue brother with City just to banter you, but you're not even in Manchester, so I can't even do that. So don't worry. All right, that's fine. You're saying it's not even in money.
1 second.
No. You know what? They are brothers. Now, you know what? They are brothers.
They got this blue brothers.
No. You know what? They are brothers with City, right? Because they're two brothers that are notorious for not filling out stadiums properly. So you know what? They are blue brothers with City, because two of these teams.
That's true, and
as far as their history, still can't fill those stadiums.
So I get it. Yeah.
Don't see. You don't want to talk about cheats with the history of your club. Seriously, you don't want to talk about it.
Oh, yeah, but then do you know what it is? Don't
let me go back to 1912 or something like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, man, I know that's when you was born and all of that, yeah, but we don't have to bring us back to your day.
Yeah,
you old bastard. You're old as well, you bastard. What are you talking about?
But the thing is, you look old, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's because I cracked.
Wait, hold on. So, Doncy, you're old and still have not seen the Champions League. That's crazy.
All I gotta say is,
just to clarify, where's this
misguided anger? Put that towards City.
115 charges.
Where's this myth? Old Trafford is in Manchester, by the way. Just to clarify, people. I know.
And the border shows that Man United is not in Manchester.
Check the postcode, mate.
I don't give a fuck about the postcode. Postman decides where Old Trafford is or what?
So that shows where it is. What we talking about here? Check the postcode.
Wait. Old Trafford is not in Manchester.
Of course, it's in
Old Trafford's not in Manchester.
Where is it? Just making shit up.
I'm not making shit up. Go on Google Maps.
Hey, can't even tell you where it is. This is what it is.
Where is it? You know
what I'm saying?
It's on Google Maps.
Tell me where it is.
It's in Trafford.
It's Trafford, not in Manchester.
It's in Trafford.
Or something like that.
You're funny, man.
Yeah,
It's Trafford,
exactly.
not
Man.
Manchester.
No, Steve Fields just be making shit up. It's in Manchester. It's got the same postcode that I have, like starting wise, obviously not numbers wise, but the start. If it's M,
You know why people say that? People say that because it's like next to Salford, but guess where Salford is? Greater Manchester. Like I don't get why people like suddenly think they do something with that statement. Like, it's
Manchester is different than Greater Manchester.
No, it isn't, mate. No, it isn't.
Then why call it Greater, man? There's nothing great.
If you go to any place in Greater Manchester, that people are gonna sound the same. There's no difference, bro. The accent is still gonna be mad northerner. Like you're still gonna hear bare northerners. But anyway, we're doing too much for a team with 117 charges. Like I'm not really trying to hear too many words from these men. I can't lie. Still can't fill they still can't fill a Wembley Stadium in big 2026.
They couldn't fill Wembley.
They still can't fill a Wembley Stadium in 2026. 117 charges, all them trophies you're winning, you still can't fill no stadiums. Hey, here's what it is, man.
Yeah, it's
crazy. They got AI fans, mate.
Big up to Blank as well for the super chat, man.
Yeah, this is mad. This is mad.
Appreciate you. It says Surfer, Dictator Mbappe wants to give you for your support and kind words. Where and where do you want the mansion and Bugattis? Sergeant Rudiger will contact you.
I said Sergeant Rudiger.
I prefer cash. Really, do you know what I mean? So I can then buy what I want. You know what I mean? And
why cash though? You can't carry all that cash around.
Listen, that's for me. That's first of all, that's my business, not yours. Where I carry my cash, right? And second of all, I don't drive, so the Bugattis would be worthless for me. Do you know what I mean? I can just
you could sell them, innit?
Yeah, but then I've got to take them in. I've got to sign for them. It's just register them. It's just just more paperwork. You know what I mean? Just give me the cash, and I take it. If he's not being sarcastic, does this person not like Mbappe or something? Was he just responding to like I'm fine with Mbappe joining? I don't know.
Oh,
but,
did you not speak about Mbappe before?
No,
I just said no. We just said like I'd be fine. I don't understand people who don't want Mbappe in their team. That's just me. But thank you for the super chat. But yeah, money.
Yeah.
What?
Nah.
Right. What I'm saying, what we doing? But yeah, big up Blank every single time, man. Appreciate you supporting. Big up Zay for the raid as well, man.
Big up Zay.
Raid every single time. Make sure you subscribe to Zay Talk FCB as well and support every single time. Brian, what are you saying about Javi Alonso? Actually, let's go there. What are you saying about the appointment? Talk to us.
Quality manager, but I don't. So a lot of like good things being said that he's going to be the manager instead of a coach. He's going to get more of a say in decision on transfers, etc., etc. I just don't trust anything. So I don't know.
Why do you don't trust?
I'm not gassed. I'll be real. I don't trust anything. So like, even though he is a quality coach and stuff, just having him in doesn't change everything. So I'm not necessarily gassed. And also the way people seem to have just forgot that we lost the cup final is just crazy to me. Like Chelsea fans have just forgotten the loss and they're now gassed about Alonso being signed.
Yeah, because your club done the PR thing. They spun it very well.
I know.
Man said an hour after the loss, they dropped the hit bomber. Here we go.
I know.
These men know what they're doing,
which is annoying. But yeah, listen. Alonso's a quality coach, so I'm not like. But I don't know. I'm not gassed because with everything with the club. If things actually change, then fine. But I don't have faith, so I don't know.
What's your expectation of him?
Next season?
Yeah, next season.
I mean, maybe it depends if we're in Europe or not, but to finish in the top 4 at a minimum and win a trophy.
Yeah, I think he finishes top 4 with 1 game a week with the squad you've got. Yeah. It's not that hard to finish top 4 in this league.
If we're playing 1 game a week, then I expect us to comfortably be in top 4.
Yeah, it's not that difficult in this league. to be honest.
I don't know. We'll see what transfers and if he actually gets players that fit how he wants to play. If he's able to get rid of players in the team that don't suit, we'll see. Because all these words seem nice, but you know, I've seen things like, oh, he'll get a decision on transfers. He'll get a say, which is great. But I've saved a lot of tweets now, so. If things crash and burn in 18 months to 2 years, I'm gonna come back.
Let's keep all these documents.
I don't know. Listen, I personally don't have any faith. But,
I can't lie. He sounds like all of those Twitter guys that are giving you all of them problems about everything's gonna crash and burn, but he's not giving any solutions right now. Prime. Where are all the solutions? Exactly.
I just don't listen. If things are actually changing, then obviously that's great. But I need to see it to believe it. I'm not gonna.
All I'm hearing from you is a bag of problems, bro. Where are the solutions? You sound like the Carrick outers right now.
The solutions for me would be getting rid of the guys in charge who have been making bad decisions. Personally,
I hear that,
but that's obviously again not going to happen. Listen, it's hiring Alonso a step in the right direction. Yes, because after we lost the PSG first leg, and I said I wanted Senior gone, my thought was we're either going to appoint Gary O'Neill from Strasbourg or it's going to be Kieran McKenna or whoever. But then when I saw the short list of managers we were linked to, I didn't want Marco Silva, and I was kind of worried it would be him. But the fact that it's Alonso is obviously a good thing. So that is a step in the right direction. But I just don't want it to be 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. So again, regardless of my reservations and stuff, we'll see. But I'm not just gonna. What a lot of people seem to be doing is just gonna believe everything again. No.
Well, you don't believe about him having more control, in regards to he's the manager, not the coach.
It's because these sort of things have been said before. With our previous
which manager? Who was it with?
No, just in terms of
saying you're wrong. I'm just asking our interest.
I don't know. I just don't trust it's gonna be much of a change or much of a difference. I personally don't have faith. I don't have belief. But if it is and things start to look different, then I'm obviously I wouldn't be proven wrong because I don't like feeling this way about the club and stuff. So yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, getting Alonso is a good thing. Is a good stuff. Is a very good stuff.
Hey, there's over 100 people in the building right now. People, we're only at 64 likes. Yo, girls up to 80 likes. Girls up to 80 likes, people. We're looking for 16 more likes. Hit that subscribe button. We're looking for 5 more subscribers as well, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. So, like I said, girls up to 80 likes. Girls up to 16,615. So we're looking for 5 more subscribers. Make sure you subscribe to Don C's channel as well, Donversation TV. The link is literally underneath in the description. It's on the featured channel page as well. I'm going to add it to the title in a second, and we'll drop it in the chat. Also, big up SB for the super chat. Go on, Prime. Go on. So you're going to say.
Also, subscribe to the extra channel as well, because we're trying to get 800 subs.
Shit, I'm at 800. Okay.
We're on 730, I think, something like that.
Shit.
I didn't know that. Go subscribe to the extra channel as well, people. Make sure you do
so. And Barrio, I'm assuming you guys think differently from me, right?
No, I just said the singularity of appointing Alonso is fine, but like I just said earlier, if nothing else changes, then it's just the same. It's just with a high-profile manager. That's all it is. It's with these guys, it's they're your partner and they've cheated on you for 4 years. Do you know what I mean? With different people, and it's now I'm going to change. Now I'm going to change because I've treated you right for a month.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? That's what it is. I totally understand.
That's a good analogy.
It's optimism in the terms of signing Alonso, but there's huge pessimism in the people still surrounding it. You know what I mean? There's no point hiring him and then giving him the window that we had in the last summer's window, which was atrocious. You know what I mean? So there's no point. You know, don't tell him he's got to try and figure out getting to Garnacho. You can fuck off right there with that solution right there. Do you know what I mean? Don't give me this. Don't give me this. Don't give me the defenders. Don't give me this like defenders leave our Culver's back and now you've got an internal solution bollocks we got last time. You know, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Don't give me that. It's like, no, you've given him a manager, you've given all your puff pieces that come out about he's going to have more control. Let's see it now. That's what I said. Words don't mean anything. The puff pieces and the transfer talk are nice to talk about. Do you know what I mean? But I don't. Last summer we went from Xavi Simons to Fermin Lopez to Bonus Noches on loan for 6 months. Do you know what I mean? Don't give me that. You know, and stuff like that. Just don't. You know, and you sell. Unbelievably, you got rid of Jackson and you didn't upgrade. You actually downgraded and get into lap. You know what I mean? For a Champions League. Champions League. You know what I mean?
Oh, I just need one game at Garnacho at wing back. I just need to see that just to laugh.
Well,
one
game. Garnacho's not staying.
Oh yeah, they're probably gonna get rid of him. To be fair.
Saudi League.
When is that 10%? I'm with it, man. When is that 10%?
Yeah. I noticed that Donty's now shut up now because he knows he's going to Arsenal.
He's not going to Arsenal.
He's cool because they win in the league, man. So
exactly. Arteta wins the league. Donty's happy.
Do you know what? Yeah, I haven't got all of this Garnacho to Arsenal talk is pointless. This is what I'm saying.
I watched a very funny video.
This is what I'm saying. So just it's fine. Like I'm okay over here, like just smiling with my sunglasses, relaxing. Soon to throw away the bottle, people. So just keep on talking. Whatever make you look happy, it's all good. Just keep on talking.
I ain't gonna lie, that's Manchester City, man.
Hey, Donty, you know what's funny? You told me the same thing when I said Sterling is joining Arsenal on loan. So it's cool. Say all this. I hear it.
Yeah. Do you know what? I didn't say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know that as stupid this dude is, You know what?
I did watch
It's okay.
I did watch.
That's what I'm saying.
I did watch a funny video. I didn't believe it. Like they said, like Arteta and Xabi Alonso are very good friends, like that. And they were going, and this Arsenal fan was going, "Oh shit, we are going to buy Garnacho at the lap now because Alonso is going."
But yeah, no, like. Positives of like Alonso, like I'm happy playing a back three again. I'm not gonna lie, like I love playing with like the wing back formation, so I'm happy with that. And there are certain players in the squad that would suit playing that way. So, like but I just hope we move like properly in the window. I'll be real.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I will say from what Prime asked us and. Me and Surfer about how I do feel like the same as you, but as Winter Surfer said that people like to forget always, and specifically with this club. I've said since I've joined this panel, everything, and you can vouch on me that I said that this is a cultural problem in Chelsea. Cultural when it comes to the fans and the team. I'm not going to get to the team because I already explained that a bunch of times, but the fans, how we've always been so forgiving to everything that we do. It's just from one good thing. It always annoys me. And it's really just pisses me off when I hear people say, hey, don't worry about the FA Cup final. If we relegate Spurs, it's all good. It's all good.
Oh my
because
God.
What really gets my heart to an inexplicable level of heart rate is that I see people say that, hey, I don't care if Arsenal win the league. If we relegate Spurs, it's the best thing ever. Why are we still focusing on Spurs? I've said this for a bunch of times. Tottenham, they're nothing to me. They're nothing, right? I feel more hatred to Leeds than Tottenham.
Why?
I don't care about Tottenham. Why? Because Leeds have given me more heartbreak than Tottenham.
What did Leeds do to you?
I became a fan in 1920, right? Tottenham have done jack shit to me. Leeds at 3-0 on 2022-23. I hated that game. Just now, them taking 4 points off us, I hate that. I hate them. They're fans. I hate everything about them. I don't care about Tottenham. Why do our fans always think that about it's fine if we beat Tottenham, I see this is fine. Why is Arsenal not our derby? Why? Just because Tottenham won an FA Cup against us before? Arsenal have beaten us twice in like 2017 and 2020, right? I saw one of those finals. Yeah, fuck you. Won it twice as well. Don't see my 2 Champions Leagues. Hold that, dumbass. You know. Also,
how's Nottm treating you?
What?
I was Nottm treating you. Oh, sorry, 10. My apologies. I wouldn't want to catch you, man, by putting you up above your level. How's 10?
After today's games.
You know about that, don't see? Just 5 years ago, you were there as well. So it's pretty fine.
Hey, mate, keep standing on your 10 toes. Keep talking your talk. No, I'm just here listening.
Yeah, don't worry. Thank you for checking up on Big Bro. Don't worry.
Yeah, Big Bro.
We're checking out.
Big Bro.
Yeah, we're Big Bro. We're Big Bro.
Okay.
A big up to SB for the super chat. Says Chuameni Fernandez, Hall Belieber equals Premier League demolition. Hey, that'd be some fucking window. If we do that, that is some. I believe that when I see it.
Yeah. The left back.
Yeah, he's talking about Lewis Hall. Yeah, he's been going on about this for. He's been going on about this now for a number of weeks. Oh yeah, I hear it, man. And when this happens, I'll turn off my console, man. I hear it. Hey, SB, I'm with you.
Send Lewis Hall here.
Great. You know what I'm saying? Fantastic. Big up to Blank for the super chat. Says, cash is no problem, my friend. Please provide the details to Sergeant Rudiger. We need a week's notice to prepare for the helicopter drop.
Rudiger.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I will. Don't worry. It's hush.
There you go. Big up Blank and SB for the super chats. Big up Ace as well. Says big up Flawless straight from Uganda. It's 1 a.m. Appreciate y'all, man, locked in. Hopefully we have a good summer. Hey, big up to you, man, locked in. Big up on my Ugandans in the chat. That's crazy you watching from Uganda as well. Big up. Says Flawless, our fan base has suffered so much that half the fans are delusionally addicted to pain. What if Carrick does win the league next season? The fan base needs to learn.
All right.
Big up. 1 second, fam. We have to become too pessimistic. Ace, I don't think you have to be optimistic or pessimistic. I think you just have to look at what's going on and assess it accordingly. I am not optimistic or pessimistic surrounding anything in regards to the club. I assess it and go from there. And that's where my belief or lack of belief comes from in regards to, you're talking about Carrick. Carrick has done well up until this point. So therefore, he deserves the opportunity to do well at a better level with better players, being in 4 competitions, etc. Having a preseason, having a full season, because he's exceeded all expectations. So that's not just optimism. That's just looking at it and going, you've exceeded, you've hit all your targets and more. Props to Gareth. That's what I look at.
I hear the optimism. Winning the league is still a bit too optimistic, though. But I hear it. I rate the optimism, though. And the people are just being pessimistic because they have not. I'll be real, man, because a lot of these guys just have nothing better to do. I mean, they wake up in the morning and their parents are ashamed of them. Like it's okay. Like, bro, bro, I'll be real. Like some of these men just have nothing about them. Like they just got nothing to do, but just moan on the internet, on Twitter, and moan about a manager with a 69% win rate. Like they've just got nothing better to do. It's just complain all the time.
Vickering, why do you just destroy a man's life like that, blood? Like say they play
because these guys are just these guys are unnecessary because they want to be unnecessary on Twitter. So I have to be unnecessary too. Like it's just ridiculous.
Listen, I get what Vickering's saying, yeah, but like you're not the same guy that complains about clubs being the dustiest you've seen in your life.
Who said I complains? I was just stating facts. Like when I told you that Barcelona team was one of the dustiest Barca teams I've ever seen. Like I wasn't just saying that just for show, bro. They're not in their banner era anymore. But remember when they were in the Europa League and doing all of that? They have come a long way from there, but it's still nowhere near the Barca teams that I grew up on. Those Barca teams that we grew up on. Listen, that's probably the pinnacle of football. Honestly, them Barca teams. Like when we lost to them in the Champs final, I couldn't even be mad because those teams were just fucking ridiculous. Like what was it? Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets,
David Silva,
like Dani Alves, Silva. That team was just fake. That team was just fake, man. Like, No one was stopping that team realistically. Like we could have done whatever we wanted. Like, no one was stopping them teams, man.
I grew up in that. Like I was born during that time where Barca was like the top with Madrid. But I was a kid living in Lebanon, right? Everyone was focused on Real Madrid and Barca. That's how amazing they were.
Yeah, they had proper
Lebanon
talent. They had like proper quality all around the pitch. And now people want us to rate Vinicius Jr. Like Prime. You can't tell me this isn't Dusty. I'm sorry. Like you can't tell me this isn't Dusty. We went from that era of football to Vinicius Jr. I want to tell me that this guy is world class elite. Like, of course it's Dusty.
You didn't get my point. I didn't say you can't. I'm saying, you complaining about people complaining, but you also complain about teams that
because they're complaining about shit that's unnecessary to complain about. They're complaining about winning games, but they were backing a loser. That's what I don't understand. They're complaining about winning games now the wrong way, but they were backing a loser because of preseason transfer window. The board didn't back him, but the board didn't back him. But the players that Carrick is getting the tune out of now are the result of Amorim setting the team up. They say that Carrick is profiting from Amorim's foundation, which I don't even understand, because what foundation are they talking about? Getting slapped by 10 men Everton at home? Is that the foundation that they need?
That's valid.
Like I don't get it.
So people who are skeptical on Carrick being appointed, like forget the crazy ones that you're talking about, but people who are skeptical about Carrick being appointed as manager, do you think there's any validity in that?
No, there's obviously validity in their arguments. I'm talking about the people that go over the top. But if people are just saying that they don't think he's the right guy to take us to like the next level, I hear that, because I don't think that his credentials.
That's very valid. Because I don't believe he's the guy to go and win the Premier League or Champions League.
No, but I don't even mean
pessimistic. That's just of what I've watched. Say again.
I don't even mean like the end goal of winning the Prem.
What do you mean?
To be fair, these are rival fans, but like these aren't like biased rival fans. I'm seeing some people talk about how next season with United that people will get a reality check. Like things won't be like you guys won't be as like smooth sailing and stuff, playing multiple games a week and all this stuff and more players.
Even with that,
the thing is, let me go with this one, Vic. And here the thing is with that though, people don't have no evidence to back that up. That's why I don't pay it no mind. Okay. There's zero evidence to back up that claim for or against. There's no evidence to suggest Michael Carrick can't do that, and there's no evidence to suggest he can do that. It's just that people can't pick at what Carrick's doing right now. So I'm gonna make this hypothetical that can't be proved right now to get at Manchester United and Carrick. That cannot be proved either way or not, because we have no evidence of it. That's why I don't pay it no mind. When people tell me, oh, he can't handle 2 games a week, I say the same thing all the time. How do you know? And normally they go quiet because there's we have zero evidence. It's not like he's been at a previous club. You gone to big up blessings, man, every single time.
Big up, Surfer.
It's not like he's been at a previous club in the Champions League and then and he failed and we can pinpoint to that. Let's say he was in, I don't know, let's say he was in France and he was at Marseille and he struggled over there when they was in the Champions League. You could pinpoint that and go, he struggled at France with Marseille, and say, where has he failed to suggest this? There's nothing to say. That's why, because he's doing well and because he's won 11 and 16. All right, so we're just we can't talk about the present, because even him doing that was far-fetched, because it was supposed to be it was just a new manager bounce. And then when it got to 6-7 games, it was like, is it still the new manager bounce now? Now it's been half a season. Now it's been 5 months. Is it still a new manager bounce now?
Yeah, 6 months later.
When we beat City and Arsenal, you can only beat the top teams. So then when we went and beat Brentford and we went and beat Fulham and we went and beat Spurs and we went and beat all these other teams, what is it now? Like I said, it's just a nonsensical from rivals who are trying to get traction, more so on Twitter and Instagram and on socials and sound bites. Hence why I don't have conversations with these people. Like, I'll have it here, but on Twitter, I don't have these conversations. And you notice most of these people who tweet don't have these conversations long form. They don't have YouTube channels. before you go. They don't have YouTube channels. They don't do any long form platforms whatsoever. They'll tweet. They're not even in spaces. They just tweet this out because it's easy to tweet that out and then defend that. They won't do long form content. There's a reason for that. Yeah.
Remember Troops' rant last year about Twitter pricks and how they haven't touched the girls yet.
Yeah, like I won't go that far in regards to the latter part of what Troops said, but what he was saying was correct. Yeah, I know you're quoting. I'm just saying, like, in regards to that. So yes, with Carrick, I understand. I've been saying about Carrick, I don't know. Because there's no evidence to suggest. I go based off of evidence. There's no evidence to suggest he will do well in the champs or he won't do well in the champs. I can only go based off what he's done at Manchester United so far overall. Yeah. Overall, he's done well with a squad I don't rate very highly. So if you can win 11 out of 16 with a team I don't rate highly, if you get him better players, I'd expect him to get even better results and better performances. Granted, that still isn't do I think he's a Premier League level winning manager? I keep saying this. No, I don't. I've not seen enough from him to say so, but I could be wrong on that, and I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, go on.
Even with the multiple games a week thing, it's the biggest myth I've heard in football. If you're not a good team, it doesn't matter whether you're playing 1 game a week, 3 games a week, 7 games a week. If you're not a good team, you're not a good team. You're going to get found out regardless. But if your performances are good, despite the competitions you're playing in, then that does carry over. If you're a good team and you're in multiple competitions, that does carry over, even with the team. Like the reason that certain teams now, like towards the back end of the season, are still able to grind out results is because they're a good team. Like Man City have been in all 4 comps this season. They've still ground out results. They still won trophies because they're a good team. This multiple games a week thing it's only a thing when your team is not very good. That's why Chelsea fans are looking at it like, okay, since we've got Alonso now we can actually do something of note next season. They're not looking at their team like, it's only Alonso's only going to get top 4 because it's of 1 game a week. No, they genuinely think that their team is better with Alonso in it. That's why they think they're going to make some progress. It's nothing to do with the games a week
Vicar, let me quickly go quickly. Yeah, you see, I hate to say this, but I have to agree with Flawless for once. Yeah. And Vikram, you know what I'm saying? Vikram's a much nicer person, but Flawless, I have to agree with him. Simply because I think that a lot of these fans, since I've been in this space, I realized that a lot of these people that's on those social networks, they're fucking muppets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Reason why I say this, people, is because you see, Carrick, I'm with them that does he deserve the job? Yes, he does. In my opinion, yes, he does. Because over the last, let's say, 2 years, we've heard that all of these players are crap. You know what I'm saying? Casemiro's washed up. He's old. Bruno Fernandes, yeah, he can't hit. He couldn't hit. He might want to put up the thing. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't find a hold if it was in his face. This is what I'm saying. Like we heard that your keeper's rubbish. Okay, he was rubbish.
Find a hole if it was in his face.
and the thing is, yeah, you know my opinions on certain keepers and stuff like that. Your forwards are rubbish, your midfield's rubbish, your bench is rubbish. And the funny thing is, yeah, Carrick has done miracles, to be honest, to turn the so-called team that everyone, even myself, thought was rubbish. Right? This is why I think he deserves it. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he the manager that you want? You don't know yet until next season comes along, until Christmas comes along, until next year March comes along to see where you are at. This team finished 15th last season. This team was on a downhill spiral. Your last manager couldn't even win you 2 games in a row, or it took him like a year just to win 2 games in a row. Yeah, this dude done it in his 3rd match. You know what I'm saying? This dude didn't just beat all the teams that Flawless mentioned. They beat them well. You know what I'm saying? These are supposed to be the best teams in the Premier League right now, and one of them is going to win the Premier League, and they destroyed us. And I stupidly phoned this prick before, yeah, and he was giving me all that war talk here, and I was like, yeah, whatever, you lot ain't gonna do now. And at the end of the match, I have my tail between my legs. This is what I'm saying. I say, do you know what? Yeah, the better team won. Right? This is why he deserves it. You know what I'm saying? Simply because all of the same players that many of you lot in the chat, and I'm sure on the panel as well, cussed out, he's got them into 3rd. Just remember, they're above a team that spent 450 plus mil. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that won the league last season. And to be honest, it seems like if they got Carrick, let's say 3 months earlier, could they have been competing? This is what I'm saying. And that's the question that people need to be asking themselves. And that's why he deserves the job. Is he a name like Amarin? Just remember, Amarin was something in where was it? Netherlands, right? He came to the Premier League, done fuck all. Portugal.
Portugal.
And look at Everton.
Ten Hag was Dutch.
Yeah, Dutch. That's what I'm saying. And he done fuck all. You get me? If anything, he brought that club backwards. Carrick came in. He done the simple things. Give him better players and see what he's made of. If he fails, right, then do you know what? Yeah, it's a massive learning curve. But so far, he's done his job. If anything, he's done better than expectancy. People tell me that this league is rubbish. Shut the fuck up. When your team is bad, doing bad, yeah, the league is always rubbish, right? You hit me. Man United dug themselves out of a ditch. And to be honest, as much as I hate them wankers, you know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing but applaud Carrick and what he's done. The turnaround has been instant, yeah? And it's actually been interesting to watch, because if this is Man United with horrible players that so many have seen, can you imagine when they start getting serious? Can you imagine when they get rid of Mount, and all the rest of the scrubs? Yeah, what I'm saying, to get rid of Shaw. Yeah, get a proper left back, get a new right back, get another midfielder, get 2 more defenders, and get a proper striker. Can you imagine what they'll turn into? Considering he's sorry, go on. Yeah,
I'm agreeing.
Yeah, considering he's only been doing this for a few months, because I had the same conversation with African King on my channel, like, and he was kind of but Carrick. I'm like, mate, Carrick. Fair enough, Carrick. You haven't got any info on Carrick, but then that's dangerous as well, because if you haven't got any info on a person and doing so well right now, could you imagine them with their tools? It's just like me. Yeah, I used to be a plumber back in the day, and I still do plumber work. If you want some plumber work, shout me. This is what I'm saying. I'll give you a nice discount. Family and friends only. You got to plug everything. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like this. Yeah, if I'm trying to fix a leak in your yard, yeah, I'm gonna use my bare hands, blood. I'm gonna buy tools. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, give him the tools and allow him to fail. Don't judge him on another man's team. And if you want to judge him on another man's team and he does well, just say, do you know what? Yeah, he's done well. Let's see what he can do with his team. That's what I'm saying.
It's so like weird hearing Don C be positive about a manager. It's crazy.
Why? I'm always positive, bro.
He's honest. He might be fraudulent at times, but he does give his honest assessment.
You're right.
Let's continue. You continue.
That's common sense.
1 second, Vikram. Did someone raid? Let me know in the chat, you lot. Did someone redirect? If they did, big them up. Let me know who did. If they did, because I did miss that. I just seen the numbers go up. So that's what it is. Go on, Vikram.
He's got common sense. Like, he can just look at a situation and just analyze it just statistically and with the eye test, and just see that there has been major improvement, whether people want to agree with it or not. Like, there has been major improvement. And to say that the league is just rubbish, because that's another thing I've heard. That's another narrative I've heard. People keep saying that, the other teams, it's mainly the Amarim Minners. They're like, the other teams are rubbish. That's why United are where they are. But when the other teams are rubbish, your gaffer couldn't beat 10 men Everton. So what does that mean? The other teams are rubbish. Your gaffer couldn't win against any of the newly promoted sides, at home or away. So what does that mean? People always use that excuse when their team is not doing anything.
The Raiders from just the reality. Mall, by the way.
What you said?
Yeah, the Raiders from Footy Judge Mall.
Oh yeah, shout out to Mo every single time. Everyone joining over from the raid. We closing out in 5 minutes. We're heading to the United Liverpool podcast Barbados edition after this. But make sure you run up the likes. Make sure you run up the likes. Hit that like button. Everybody joining over from the raid, get your questions in quickly. Make sure you subscribe to Donversation TV. The link is literally in the title. That is Don C's channel. So click the link, open up a new tab. Make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Extra. And of course, make sure you subscribe right here to the main channel, Sarcasm City TV as well. Which one I need to get to? Where is it? Here we go. Is this one, SB? I'll just making sure I get to the SB. I appreciate all the super chats for real one. Says Chouameni, Hall, Lewis Hall, Mateus Fernandez, Belieber, and a winger. I'm bookmarking that date to the Emirates. We're gonna pump them, but this time there'll be shooters on the bench. You getting carried away, but do your thing, man. SB Faz. You know what?
Hopefully beat them pricks.
Yeah, if we have this window, geez, like the gas mark will be broken. I'll believe this window when I see it. If we go get Chouameni, Lewis Hall, Mateus Fernandez, Belieber, and a winger, like, I'll believe this when I see it. I don't believe we'll have that good of a window. Right. I think we'll have a good window, yes. But I don't think we have an exceptional window.
That window is not happening.
Yeah, I don't think that window will happen. I think it'll be more like the window we just had, where we go get 3 midfielders, probably a full, but probably a left back. And if we do that, I'd be cool with that. In the ideal world, I'd love a centre back and a right back alongside that. But if we go get 4 players, I go, all right, Fairs, and spend 250 million. I'm cool. I'm cool with that, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. And big up Blank as well, says if people give for the super chat. Appreciate you, Blank. Says if people give Ollie a chance, Carrick deserves one as well. And again, it's on merit. I keep saying this about like Carrick. Merit, credit. I'm not saying this because I'm a fan of Michael Carrick as a player and what he did for Manchester United and all this. No, I've criticized our greats. There's no Manchester United player I've not criticized currently and haven't criticized in the past, but he's done well because I was the person who said, and I'll continue to state this, before he got the job, under no circumstances should Manchester United give him the job. But you know what I did? Got new information, and he did very, very well. But I keep saying this, with a squad I don't rate highly, and people can talk about the quality of the league and all them things. You still have to take advantage of that, which he's done, and he's won 11 out of 16. And more often than not, we played at least to a decent level. Yes, there's been the odd game that has been poor, but guess what? I understand where our squad is short, so we need to go into the window and do what is required. And as Tanzino says, if we don't get 3 mids for Carrick, we'll fail. If we don't get 3 mids, we'll fail regardless. Go get whoever you want. Go get the best manager on the planet. We still need to add to this squad. Them two things are not one and the same to me. It's not a question of, all right, we need to go get players for a certain. No, add quality. We need 3 midfielders regardless. We could, bro. It could be Enrique. It could be Pep. It could be prime Sir Alex Ferguson. We would still need to go and get 3 midfielders because quality needs to get add plus more. So, and I expect him to do it. I've been saying this, how they treated the attack last season with signing Sesko and Bremo and Cunha. I expect us to do that with the 3 central midfielders and go spend a combined 210 million. Who those midfielders are and where that money's how that money's proportioned out is a whole different conversation. But we'll see. But big up for the super chats as well again to SB and Blank.
Also, just to clarify, I do rate Carrick. So yeah.
By the way,
when he was at Middlesbrough, I wanted him as manager. I wanted him to manage Ireland because no one knew about him. He was unknown, and I didn't like the guys that we had in charge. So yeah.
You saying this, and Veo, you know my thoughts on this, and this is why you're a gaslighter because we have this conversation. And the crazy part is you tried to argue me down about this, but now City ain't going to win the league. It's Paul, but he says, why is Flawless saying people can say what they want about the quality of the league? Flawless knows the Premier League quality is poor compared to previous seasons. I agree with you. And before you go, here's what I'd say. You know why I'm saying it don't matter, Veo, because I can only speak for me. It don't matter to me. I couldn't care less. I'm old enough to have seen the Premier League at its very best. I've seen the Premier League when it's been the top league in Europe and the best league in Europe, and English sides have been the dominant sides in the Champions League, and it's been 3 of the 4 semi-finalists have been English and all English finals, and the final 4s of the Champions League, at least the 2 of the sides have been the Champions League. And then I've seen it on the flip side where English sides have struggled and been awful. I've seen Manchester United win when the Premier League's been its best. I've seen it when United win when it's been at its worst. I'm just saying, for me, I don't care. So to answer your question about why people can say what they want, it don't matter to me. What matters to me is Manchester United being successful. Thanks. That's where I'm at with it.
Well, not that, but thanks.
Yeah, that's why I say. And also to people who say, oh, Carrick's only done so well because the league is poor. All right, we'll take advantage of that. If the league is poor, that's not Carrick or Manchester United's fault. We're supposed to take advantage of said poor league. I leave the arguments of the leagues and what's the best leagues to others. Yeah. Oh,
that's why I think
you don't care now. But that's why you want the best competition to see where you're at. Yeah.
No, but that's why I think the whole, as much as it pains me to say it, anyone that's like, oh yeah, Arsenal are winning the dead league, it's a cop out. It's because your team couldn't do it. As much as it pains me to say it, it's just a cop out.
Vickery, the worst one is when they say that the league is bad, but it's so competitive. That makes sense. Because it's so competitive, it must be good. What I'm saying.
I think both can exist, though. I think like the league is declining, but in the middle pack of the table, it is competitive. It's just in the top end.
Football as a whole is declining.
But I keep saying this. People get those two things mixed up. A league can be not of the highest quality, but still be competitive. Yeah. Same way you can, like I say, I use boxing as an example all the time. You could take 2 British level fighters and they get in a fight and it can be competitive. Does it mean it's of the highest level? No. but it can still be competitive. And that's why just because a league's competitive doesn't mean it's the best quality. Because if everybody's, let's say everybody's above average, if everyone for the vast majority is above average, the league is going to be competitive. I say this all the time. The mid-table teams and the lower table teams are better than what they used to. The top teams are not where they're at. There's less high quality. Hence why it is more. If the Big Six was doing what it was supposed to be doing, we watched what Liverpool did last season. They had their shit together and had the league won by January.
But the thing is, the league hasn't just been declining the past few seasons. It's been like this for like maybe almost 10 years. When Chelsea won the league in 2017, the league was ass. The league was ass. I don't think people actually remember that league because we started the season 4, lost to Arsenal before the first international break, and people were talking about Conte getting sacked in the few. Then we went on an 18-game unbeaten run and run the league. The year before that, Leicester won the title when they were supposed to get relegated the year before that. Like, the league has been poor for a good while. Just take advantage of it. And what's crazy is I was saying about Chelsea in like 2019, 2020, build a squad good enough to take advantage in a few years when Pep leaves. Like, and unfortunately, none of us have done that, barring Arsenal potentially. Because even though I don't rate Arsenal's squad, it's still good enough to be arguably the best team in this league. So, I don't know. Whatever, we'll see, man.
That's where it is. That's why I don't pay it no mind. I think it's a very. That's why I never bring it up. I only like answer it when I'm asked about it. So when people say, "Oh, what's the best league in Europe?" or the Prem, like when people used to, and I've had this debate long before this. I used to have this debate. Oh, the Premier League's the best in Europe. All right, what trophy did you get for that? Couldn't care less. I couldn't care less. The Premier League was the best, or whether it's second, or whether it's fifth, or whether it's 10th, 25th, 50th. What are Manchester United doing in the Premier League? Like, that's where I'm at. Like, the quality of all is better than the league is better. And I used to say this when I was younger. All right, what trophy do we get for that? I couldn't care less if it's the best league in the world or not.
It's the most watched league. It's the most watched.
Oh yeah, because it's the best. It's the
just because something is
PR.
But just because something is the most popular doesn't necessarily mean it's the best.
Yeah, it's true.
Because the quality of the football.
Go on, Vic, sorry.
Yeah,
no, like I was saying this year. No, but this year in general, like
football declined everywhere else. Football just has declined.
But I mean, it's apparent in the Premier League, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie, watching some of these teams is an eyesore, like genuinely. I'm talking teams that are not trying to play football at all. Like I saw this, bro. This West Ham game, right? It was 3-1 to Newcastle, but the game was still rubbish. There was 4 goals in the game, and the game was still rubbish, bro. That tells you all you need to know because the quality of both teams.
That's also styles, though, because you've always had in the Premier League. There's always been those teams.
Yeah,
there's always been those teams who are more pragmatic and the styles. And to Hassan, we're under this, and that implies the overall quality of the league has gone up despite the big clubs sitting on their asses. It just means the top 6 maybe. So that's the point is that I'm making. Even though the overall quality has gotten better because you're mid-table to top table, there's less high quality. Is the point I'm making. There's a reason why. I think this is the first time ever I remember where the entire Big 6, the fan bases are not happy with their team. Arsenal, who are on for a double, Arsenal, who are on for a double, are critical of their team. City fans are not happy with Pep. Manchester United fans not even happy with Carrick, as we've just discussed. Chelsea fans want to burn Stamford Bridge to the ground. Spurs fans, for obvious reasons, don't like Spurs. Ask a Liverpool fan about Liverpool. That's the point that I'm making. Yes, the overall quality has gotten better, but it's gone from let's say it's gone from mid to super mid. I'm saying there's less high quality. So even though the overall quality has gotten better, there's less high quality in the league.
And no
one's who's the happiest fan base in regards to the table? Probably Bournemouth in 6.
It's not just players.
You know what? Ask nephew about Villa. He'll tell you about Villa.
That's true.
If they win Europa League, I mean, even
with them winning the Europa League, ask him about the squad. He's been saying for the longest time. A lot of these players have been here since Gerrard. Just because Villa are not spoken about like Arsenal or United. If that's Arsenal, United, Chelsea, or Liverpool, people are talking about that. If Arsenal still had the majority of the players who had you lot in 8th, fans are going to kick off. Even if he was doing well. People are going to be like, yeah, these players still shouldn't be here. A lot of that, a large part of that Villa squad is not there. And it's just that Emery is doing very well. You know why Emery's doing very well? Because he's a very good manager. That's why. Gerrard, give that squad back to Steven Gerrard. Are they a top 4 side?
No, they're in middle table championship. I had this discussion actually with Mike's yesterday about the league. What did I say that was wrong?
Egypt, yo.
What did I say that was wrong?
This guy, man had me in the first half. I thought he was going to say mid-table in the first. Oh, exactly. That's funny. That's funny. That. Go on.
You're laughing.
You had me, yo. You had me, yo. I thought he was going to say mid-table in the Prem.
I'm not wrong. I had this discussion yesterday with Mike's actually about how in the Prem the mid-table to even say lower like relegation level managers have improved from like 10, 15 years ago. So whereas like 10, 15 years ago, you had Pardew, Allardyce, Pulis, we now have like Potter, like when he was at Brighton.
Yeah, the managers are Frank, the managers miles down.
Marco Silva, we got better managers. But at the top clubs, a decade ago, Chelsea had Jose, Conte. Now we've just had, what's his name, Rosignol, Arsenal. I mean, they're about to win the league, but you got Arteta when before you had Wenger, like United. You had Amorim. There's been a big decline at the big clubs, whereas in the middle of the league, everyone else is just massively improving.
And that's my point: is that mid-table have gone from mid, all right, to let's say good. I'll even say super mid. Let's say the mid-table teams have gone from mid to good. Cool, that improves your league, but then your top quality sides have all fallen off.
Yeah.
When have we ever heard so much conversation about worst champions ever? Worst squad ever that to win the league, worst quality. Consistently.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you that why, Flores.
There's been other sides that, like I said, I always point to United sides. There's United sides that haven't been the best in regards to winning the league, but it wasn't consistent conversation. 2 years in a row now, it's been consistent conversation. We actually had an interim join, and people went, "Hey, you know what? If Carrick was here for the full season, United could have won the league. What the fuck is going on?"
You know how crazy
I'll tell you why, Flores, though. Just 10 years ago, guess this team, right? They hit like 97 points. They lost 1 game all season. And guess how much points they're clear of this Arsenal team right now? 17. That's the league that we used to have like 5 to 10 years ago. And now you can lose 7 games and still be in a title race. It's mad.
And they're two of the ups. But you can't have Pep and Klopp doing what they did with these teams, and you tell me the league is more quality now. I'm sorry. When you had when you had Liverpool almost 2 results away from going for a undefeated
Invincible Centurion.
Invincible Centurion or some bullshit like that.
Invincible Centurion Champions League.
Invincible Centurion. What is the most amount of points Fergie's ever got at United?
Probably 91, 92 maybe.
And this is the dominant United that won that like 3-peated trebles. This dominant United, and that's the most you're able to get.
91. 91.
Yeah. The competition was better. Yeah, the competition.
I don't know the year, but I saw a stat because City was the only one with 92, and Chelsea was the one with 93. I remember United.
That shows how good the quality was back then. Across the league.
Yeah, it was.
Not even just across the league,
I know you'd be on it. Yeah.
But also for the top sides as well. Like it's declining. But again, if Arsenal win this league, it's because they're the best team this season. So
I can't
really give them shit if they win it. I'll be real. You can't.
Let them give us shit. They're gonna do it anyway.
When Arteta gets over the line, which I think he will, I give him his props. 100% props to Arteta if he wins the league, which I think he will.
Yeah, any manager who wins the league deserves
credit.
Flawless.
It was 92. 92.
92. Okay.
92. 93, 94.
I'll be real, Flawless. The viewers don't care about your props. We want to hear Don C give props. That's what we want.
We'll get to that. Yeah, because we're going to be doing...
I think he will, though. He's fair enough to give props.
I got a cut anyway, because I need to get over to this Bayesian show. So big up Pops in the chat. Big up everyone else in the chat. Big up all the members. all the moderators. Been a great Q&A. Big up to SB and Blank, because them man went band for band with the super chats. Blank dropped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 super chats, and big up to SB who dropped 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so big up to SB and Blank going band for band again. Big up all the mods, big up all the all the mods, all the regulars, etc., etc. Yeah, Crab man, we on the way, man, to the main event. You the main event, man. Platinum Rasta Crab the building. Main event, fam. That's what it is. I gotta let them wait. They can't just hear from Platinum Rasta Crab. It don't just work like that. Make sure you subscribe to Beijing Reds TV. Shout out your channel, Quick Dunsey, as well.
Yeah, cool. Conversation TV and all of that. I'll be on there with this pussy on tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, I just wanted to say something quickly. I've been away with the missus for the last few days. You know what I'm saying? I missed a lot of football. So can someone please remind me of the score, the Liverpool score in particular?
Oh, it was Aston Villa 4, Liverpool 2.
One second. That just blew my mind. Say that again?
Yeah. It was Aston Villa 4, Liverpool 2. Yes.
I'm going to be listening in. This is going to be interesting. But Conversation TV people. Make
sure you subscribe to Conversation TV, man. The link's literally in the title, people, as well. All right. I think that's it. We've covered everything. Again, salute to everyone that is locked in. Make sure every single time, you go subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Extra. Subscribe to Conversation TV. Go on, Barry.
One last thing. We're gonna do this outro together. Just go on, and then we're gonna do we're gonna finish it. Go on.
I know this guy gonna be on some bullshit, but yeah. Don't forget, this show and all the other shows on the channel are available on all audio platforms: Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. So if you don't want to see Dunsey's stupid smiling face with his sunglasses and you want to listen audio only, go to Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV, follow 5 stars. Same with iTunes, Apple Podcast, etc., as well. Go on, Barrio. And we're heading over to immediately as soon as this show ends, the Beijing show will start. Yeah, go on, Barrio.
And for the audience here, we're doing the perfect segue for that podcast, right? All of us here, whoever wants to, we're going to sing this together, right? They told me in elementary school, we're gonna sing this together, right? Listen. and a 1, and a 2, and a honest.
La 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 la. Honest.
La 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 la.